No. That sounds really loud still. Oh man, I need to get better at this. I need to be more prepared. This is very unprofessional. I think that's I'll lower it through here. Okay, there we go. Lower that. That's a good place to be. I think it's good. Hopefully. Seems fine. Oh well. Okay, so I was going to play some Durgan and Durgans today, but adulting happened and someone had to go do something. So instead, I'm gonna do this. What is this, you may ask? There it is. Beautiful. Oh, the ad popped up right in time. Yes, X. There we go. This is what I'm doing today. We're gonna take a look at all of the classes, all of the subclasses, and rank them. Because I got nothing else to do. I mean, I guess I could go watch TV or something, but, you know, I feel like I should do something productive at least, seeming as how I was planning on doing something productive tonight. So, let me just pull this over here, and we can go ahead and get started. I still don't know if that volume's too loud, but I'm just going to roll with it and hope it works out. Good enough. Okay. Anyways, so I've got my handy-dandy tier maker list over here. I've got my handy-dandy Durgan to Durgan Beyond over there, and I can jump back and forth between both of them because, well, actually, honestly, I won't need to because I just know all of them. Which is a complete and utter lie. Yeah. So let's start off at the top with Artificer. Now, you know what? Let's save Artificer because shit, man. I haven't, there's so much Artificer. There's so much to Artificer. I don't even want to get into that yet. Let's start off with something easy, okay? Let's start with the basic classes. All right. Well, oops, I messed it up. Can I edit this? Can I make this an F? I can. There's no... Wait, what'd I do? No. D is okay. I don't want D to be... Okay. D is... Oh, this color scheme is all messed up. I did not prepare for this. Well, okay. S is clearly green. A is going to be light green. Makes sense. B is going to be yellow. C is going to be orange. D is going to be darker orange. And F is going to be clearly red, because that just makes the most sense. And there's no E in grading. Who cares? Who am I? My name is Lee. That's my name. No one ever asked me who I am. I just assume that no one knows and no one cares. Anyways, let's go ahead and start off with Berserker. I think the Berserker is arguably the most hated barbarian subclass, if I'm being entirely honest. Because that's the... Actually, you know what? No, probably not the most hated. I think the Battle Rager is hated more than that, because Battle Rager is the one that's only a dwarf can beat, right? I think that's the case. Battle Rager, yeah, dwarves only. So... Berserker. I'm motherfucking doomed. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you should answer every time. Nothing but confidence. I could learn a thing or two from that. Alright. Frenzy. So, Wrath of the Berserker is one of those subclasses that people sometimes like, sometimes don't like, but I think they really dislike the frenzy aspect of it. Or the mindless rage, rather, because it's not impressive, right? Barbarians are meant to be angry guys who hit heavy things with heavy axes and heavier weapons, right? And it's just not exactly... It doesn't give you the vibe of frenzy, like this frenzy should do. Realistically speaking, it's not terrible, though, right? Like, compared to something like the Battle Rager, which just doesn't necessarily make much sense to me in the overall grand scheme of things, I think Berserker's... not too bad. Actually, you know what I'll do? Depending upon how many subclasses there are, because obviously the different classes have different amount of subclasses, right? And holy cow, there's a lot of Paladin subclass. Wow, that's actually a lot. Holy cow. I'll do my best to organize them in such a way that only one barbarian or one class is in each tier. So, like, I'm gonna try to not put 2 barbarians in an S if I can. Obviously, I can't do that for some of these because there's so many subclasses, but I'll do my best. So yeah, Berserker, I think that's probably menacing presence. This is just boring. You can fear someone, and it takes your action. That just... When you do so, choose one creature, you can succeed on the saving throw. Frightened. Yeah, an action does not sound like something a barbarian would be excited to do. Am I right? Fearing someone as an... I mean, I guess it makes sense, but at the same time, that's not exciting. That's not fun. That's not like Storm Herald, where you get these really cool benefits where you... resistance to the damage. That's huge. Yeah, I think Berserker is probably going to be a D. Wow, the first one's going to be D? That feels pretty bad. Oh well. I'll put it at a D for now and I'll change it up. Battle Rager. This was the one that I initially thought I was talking about prior. But it's definitely not as good as the other ones. Because, first of all, it has a restriction, which I think is lame. Makes sense. Narratively. Lore-wise. All of that other good stuff makes sense. But it's just kind of... Why gatekeep? Why we gotta be gatekeepy? I get it. Armor. The whole idea of having armor is kind of cool. So, like, make an attack action, or make an attack with a bonus action with your armor spikes, and it deals a D4 piercing damage. That's cool, I guess. But, like, Reckless Abandon. Beginning at 6th level, when you reckless attack while raging, you also gain temporary hit points equal to your con modifier. Okay, so you get extra temp hit points, but realistically speaking, that is a maximum of 5 temporary hit points, which is pretty underwhelming. Charge, you can take the dash as a bonus action. Lame. I mean, I guess that's nice, but still lame. Starting at 14th level, when a creature within 5 feet of you hits you with melee attack, the attacker takes 3 piercing damage. 3 piercing damage at level 14. That's like this is like almost an F tier for me. I'll put this as a D for now, but this could be kicked down to an F, if I'm being honest. Because this is just not... I'm not about that. It's too boring and too underwhelming. Ancestral Guardian. Alright, let's take a look at this. Now, this one, I think, is pretty cool. Out of the Barbarian subclasses, it's pretty sick. When you choose this path, spectral warriors appear when you enter a rage. That is cool. If anything else, the whole thought process and what is it? Theme is super cool. Spirit Shield. Beginning at... Oh, wait. I didn't do this one. Until the start of your next turn, the target has disadvantage on any attack roll that isn't against you. Uh-oh, did my... Hello? There we go.
The warriors, which hinder its attacks.
Yep.
Until the
I didn't ask for you to do that, thanks. Yeah. The creature has resistance to damage dealt against the attack. Okay, cool enough. Spirit Shield. Beginning at 6th level, the guardian spirits that aid you can provoke supernatural protection to those you defend. If you're raging and another creature within 30 feet takes damage, you can use it to reduce damage by 2d6. That's huge. That is super cool. That's like what a barbarian... maybe not what a barbarian would you expect to do, but that's something that you would want to do as like the front lane tank of your party. Consult the spirits. At level 10, you gain the ability to consult with ancestral spirits, and you can cast the augury or clairvoyance spell without a spell slot. Those are super cool spells. Those are actually, believe it or not, those are 2 of my favorite spells in the game. And spoiler, most of my favorite spells in the game are more information and lore gathering than anything, even though damage is cool and all, but things like augury and clairvoyance are awesome. And I like the theme that you can put like one of your spirits in one of the locations for your clairvoyance. It's just pretty cool. And as a barbarian, reaching out to like spirits or your spirits that are protecting your ancestral spirits, it's just really cool thought in general. Maybe not the most effective in terms of overall, you know, combat, seeming as how that's what a barbarian wants to do, but you know, it's pretty cool. I am Legend. What's up, Legend? Someone just asked me who I am, and I said it doesn't matter because no one knows who I am, but then here comes a freaking legend walking into my door. How's it going? And then Vengeful Ancestors. Your spirits grow powerful enough to retaliate. When you use Spirit Shield to reduce the damage of an attack, the attacker takes damage. That's huge! This has got to be an S tier. Or maybe I'll give it an A tier for now. And then once I look at the rest of the Barbarian classes, I'll adjust it as it is. But damn, Ancestral Guardian is a cool Barbarian class. And I don't really play much Barbarian, so this is all relatively new to me. But that's a heavy A tier at worst. Oh, I should turn that off. Get out of BattleNet. I'm not playing Warcraft. Go away, OneDrive. Turn off BattleNet. Go away. Thank you. Turn off OneNote. Get out of here, Steam. No, yeah, go. No one wants you. Go. Alright, Beast. Path of the Beast. This one I think has mixed feelings as well. Although I think it's probably more popular than Berserker, but I think Path of the Beast has some really cool lore, or implications, some really cool effects. While they might not be the most effective, they are at least cool in how they do things. So you get Form of the Beast at level 3. When you enter a rage, you transform, gaining one of the benefits whenever you enter a rage. So you can get a bite, a claw, or a tail attack effectively. Bite, you get a muzzle. You deal 1d8 piercing damage on a hit, and once on each of your turns when you deal damage with a bite, you regain a number of hit points equal to your proficiency bonus. That's really cool! Provided you have less than half your hit points when you hit. Oh, less cool. You gain number of hit points equal to your proficiency bonus, provided you have less... Yeah, that's less cool. Still cool, but not as cool as I initially thought when I read it. Okay, Claws. Each of your hands transforms into a claw, which you can use as a weapon if it's empty. It deals 1d6 slashing damage on a hit, and on each of your turns, once per turn, when you attack with a claw using the attack action, you can make an additional claw attack as part of the same action. So I guess that begs to differ. My question is... Barbarians get extra attack. Oh wait, did that say once per turn? Once on each... Yeah, so once. So technically, you would get... Hey, what's up, Rich? Path of the... Yeah, I'm going through all of these right now, and I realize I've played exactly zero barbarians in my... Actually, no, I played one barbarian in the joke Christmas game we played that one time, where I was a kobold throwing boulders. And I think I was a Storm Herald then? Or... I don't even know what I was. Anyways. So you get effectively 3 attacks with your attack action with that, but still, once you get level 6, you're only dealing a d6 of damage. Would you really give that up for... Theoretically, you'd be dealing 3d6 on a turn, or you could be dealing 2d12. I mean, I guess it's give or take there, but you could also have a greatsword, which would be 4d6. So, I kind of like Bite better just because you heal, even though it's kind of underwhelming. And plus the hit dice is bigger. Tail. You grow a lashing spiny tail, which deals a d8 piercing damage on a hit and has a reach. If a creature you can see within 10 feet hits you with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to swipe the tail and roll a d8, applying a bonus to your AC equal to number... That's cool. This is effectively a shield. You could effectively a free cast of shield on your turns without a spell slot. It's just a reaction. That's really cool. I like that a lot. It doesn't tell you how far the reach is, but other than that, that's kind of cool. Yeah, but a 3-level dip to get 2 attacks ain't so bad. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Although, I am much more into this tail thing, man. Once per round, you just get a free d8 to your AC after a roll has been determined. That's huge. Alright, Bestial Soul. You get to choose one of these benefits. Climbing, you gain a climbing speed. Great. Jumping, you get a jump equal to Extend your jump by a number of feet equal to the check's total. Oh, that's a huge jump title. And a swim speed. Yeah, boring. I mean, it's cool thematically, but boring. Infectious Fury. When you hit a creature with your natural weapons while you're raging, the beast within can curse your target with Rapid Fury. The target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or suffer the following effects. The target must use its reaction to make a melee attack against another creature of your choice that you can see. Oh, jeez. The target takes 2d12 psychic damage. You can use this feature a number of times equal to proficiency bonus on at level 10. What's that, 4? 3? 3 times? That's a lot! You can force them to attack another creature or deal 2d12 psychic damage. That's massive. But it does require you use your bestial weapon. So, it's like a catch-22. Like, do you want to use your lesser damaging weapon here to potentially get one of these bonuses? It's probably worth it. Yeah, I'd say so. That's really cool. Just the whole thought process behind that is awesome. Jumping is fun. It is fun. Except it isn't because I'm fat and lazy. And I don't want to jump. Hi, Zero. Call of the Hunt. The beast gets so powerful. You gain resilience from joining... Wait. You and others gain resilience from them joining your hunt. When you enter rage, you can choose a number of creatures within 30 feet equal to your con modifier and gain temporary hit points. Each creature that accepts this feature until the rage ends, the chosen creatures can each use the following benefits once on each of their turns. When the creature hits a target with an attack roll and deals damage, the creature can roll a d6 and gain a bonus to the damage equal to the number rolled. So you just get extra damage on each of their turns. That's huge. You can use this feature a number of times at level 14. That's at least 4 bonuses. That's huge. Okay. This subclass really feels like, so you want to like it. That is what it is. I mean, your form of the beast. I mean, it literally says right here, one of your parents was a lycanthrope, right? I don't know where the Fey Spirit comes into this, but this is probably, I would give this probably an A as well. Yeah, I think this would be a lower, like an A tier here. I honestly might put Ancestral Guardians as an S, but I want to finish the Barbarians before I mess around with them all. Alright, Zealot. Zealot's one of the ones that I think was another questionable one that people had some differing thoughts with. Because this is like a Babby Paladin, right? Path of the Zealot. Starting when you choose this path at 3rd level, you can channel Divine Fury with your weapon strikes. While you're raging, the first creature you hit on each turn takes an extra damage equal to 1d6 plus half of your Barbarian level. Extra damage is necrotic or radiant. You choose the type of damage. That's really big. An extra d6 at level 3 plus 3? No, plus 1. So you'd be doing it an extra 2 to 8 damage once you picked up at level 3. That's really big. At least early on. At 3rd level, your soul is marked for Endless Battle. If a spell such as Raise Dead has the sole effect of restoring you to life, but not undeath, the caster doesn't need... Okay. I mean, that's nice flavor, I suppose. Fanatical Focus. Starting at 6th level, the divine power that fuels your rage can protect you. If you fail a saving throw while raging, you can re-roll it. That's good, and you can mustn't use the new roll. You can use this ability once per rage. I mean, that's really cool, but it's still a once per rage. So if you fail it, it's kind of like you're out of luck. Sucks to suck. Zealous Presence. At 10th level, you learn to channel divine power into your and to inspire zealotry in others. As a bonus action, you unleash a battle cry infused with divine energy, and up to 10 creatures of your choice within 60 feet of that can hear you gain advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the start of your next turn. So 1 round of advantage for every attack your party makes. That's still pretty big. And it only costs your bonus action, unlike this terrible thing here. This intimidating presence that costs an entire action. That's pretty good. And then Rage Beyond Death. while you're raging, having 0 hit points doesn't knock you unconscious. You still must make death saving throws, and you suffer the normal effects of taking damage while at 0 hit points. However, if you would die due to failing death saves, you don't die until your rage ends, and you die then only if you still have 0 hit points. So does that mean you just can't... If you're raging, you cannot die. Even if you fail all your death saving throws, you're at 0 hit points, and you should be dead. If your rage is not ended and someone heals you, you're not dead yet. That's really big. At 14th level, that's super important. That buys a lot of time, because, what is it? The only thing that can stop raging is if you don't attack, don't take damage, or you just stop raging. That's big. I was gonna put this at B, but that made that pretty good. But realistically speaking, yeah, Zealous Presence is great too. I'll put that at B. I'll put it at B. Again, I'll go over this all after. And after I finish the Barbarians. Alright, next up, Storm Herald. Alright, Storm Aura. You emanate a stormy magical aura while you rage that extends 10 feet in every direction, but not through total cover. It has an effect that activates when you enter your rage, and you can activate the effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action. Okay. When the effect is activated for Desert, all creatures in your aura take 2 fire damage. That increases to 3, 4, 5, 6. That's really nice because it's AoE 10 feet around you. Effectively like an immolation. C. When it's activated, you can choose one other creature in your aura, and that target must make a dex save, taking 1d6 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much. Okay, so it's not consistent damage, it's a d6 damage consistent on a save. Up to 2d6, 3d6, 4d6. Nice, but I kind of like this, the guaranteed damage. Because it's just your bonus action. Although that would cost your... I guess not necessarily. Alright, Storm Soul. Desert. You gain resistance to fire damage and don't suffer the effects of extreme heat. Moreover, as an action, you can touch a flammable object and set it on fire. Nice. C. You gain resistance to lightning damage and can breathe underwater and gain swimming speed. That's nice. And Tundra, you gain resistance to cold damage, and you can touch water and freeze it. That's pretty cool too. All flavor stuff. Is this too loud? I think the music's probably fine, right? It's just louder in my headset than it is out there. I hope so, at least. And then Raging Storm. Desert. Immediately after a creature in your aura hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to force that creature to make a dex save. On a failed save, the creature takes fire damage equal to half your barbarian level, which at level 14 would be 7. As a reaction, kind of underwhelming, but not terrible. When you hit a creature with your aura, in your aura with an attack, you can use your reaction to force that creature to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. That's eh. It's cool, but eh. And Tundra, whenever the effect of your storm aura is activated, you can choose one creature you can see in the aura, and that creature must make a strength save or have its speed reduced by 0 to 0. That's good. I love that. Alright, I'm going to put this as a solid B. I think that's cool. It's got some nice flavor as far as combat effectiveness is concerned. Not the best, but is pretty good. Alright. Next up, Wild Magic. Now this one is all... I have never actually read Wild Magic Barbarian. I just read the title and the name of it and thought it was funny. So we'll see what this is. Wild Surge. The magical energy rolling inside you sometimes erupts. Effectively wild magic. Okay. And then you get a little babby wild magic table here. Tendrils lash around you. Creature within takes 1d12 necrotic damage, and you gain temporary hit points. You teleport. Spirit appears. And then it explodes. Magic infuses your weapon. The weapon damage type changes to force. It gains the light and thrown properties. Oh, wow. Whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, the creature takes a d6 force damage. Until your rage ends, you're surrounded by multicolored protective light. You gain a +1 bonus to AC. Is this whenever you enter a rage, Wow. Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until region difficult. This is huge. Okay. This is so much better than I thought it was. That's really okay. That's really fun flavor. I got to admit I wasn't sold on this. Initially reading about it, I was not sold on it entirely, but being honest, that's pretty cool. Bolstering magic. You can harness magic to bolster yourself or a companion. As an action, you touch a creature and confer one of the following benefits. For 10 minutes, a creature can roll a d3 whenever making an attack roll or ability check and add the number to roll to the d20. Or roll a d3 and that creature regains one expended spell slot, the level of which equals the number rolled or lower. Okay, that's cool. That's really powerful. Because that's not even... That's effectively a bless without concentration. That's massive. Unstable backlash. When you are imperiled during your rage, the magic within you can lash out. Immediately after you take damage or fail a saving throw while raging, you can use your reaction to roll on the auto magic table and immediately produce the effect rolled. That's cool. This is actually really fun. This sounds really fun. I think I want to try this out. Controlled Surge. Whenever you roll on the wild magic table, you can roll the die twice and choose which of the two effects to unleash. Okay. I think this is probably a B2. I really do. I really do. That sounds like a lot of fun, and it doesn't seem super crazy powerful. It's probably a high C, low B tier for me, I think. But that sounds really fun. Alright, Totem Warrior. I think this is the one that everyone kind of thinks is by far the best barbarian. I think that's pretty much the most agreed upon consensus, is that this one is by far the most popular. Alright, anyways, you gain the ability to cast Beast Sense and speak with animals. Cool. And then you get Totem Spirit. You can choose any of these, and then as you level up, you can get multiple spirits, which is cool as well. But really, the main one we're going to look at is you gain resistance to all damage at level 3, which is just crazy powerful. And if we're being honest, no one's going to take anything else because, I mean, they might take other stuff if you want flavor, but resistance at level 3 to everything is just too powerful to not take. At level 6, we get the next one where you can increase your carrying capacity and have advantage on strength checks, see up to a mile away, increase your movement speed while traveling, which no one will ever take that. Proficiency in 2 skills, which is nice, and Wolf, which gives you stealthy while traveling at an adventuring pace, which is, again, something no one would ever realistically take, unless you're playing in a campaign that DMs like to use those kind of mechanics. Honestly, I think those kind of mechanics can be a little bit nitpicky, so I think those are kind of boring. But anyways, obviously I'd probably go Tiger here, because that's probably the best one, or Eagle. Maybe even Bear. Who knows? They're all pretty good either way. Spirit Walker, commune with nature. Sweet. And then the last one. While raging, as any creature within 5 feet that's hostile to you has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you. So effectively a taunt. An enemy is immune to this if they can't be frightened. Okay. Eagle. While raging, you have a flying speed equal to your walking speed. That's huge. Benefit only works in short bursts. You fall if you end your turn in the air and nothing else is holding you aloft. Okay, so it's not like flying. You just can float effectively. Not fly, float. You gain a float speed. Or a hover speed, I suppose. Elk. While raging, you can use your bonus action during your move to pass through the space of larger, smaller creatures, and they must make strength saving throws or be knocked prone and take damage. That's a bonus action. That's really nice. Because it doesn't seem to be in a straight line. You could just zip, 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 zip all through the battlefield and do that. Tiger. While raging, if you move at least 20 feet in a straight line toward a larger, smaller creature right before making a melee weapon attack against it, you can use your bonus action to make an additional melee attack against it. Okay, so that's like a charge effect similar to Elk, but for a specific target. And Wolf, you can use your bonus action On your turn to knock a larger, smaller creature prone when you hit it with... So just automatic prone, which means guaranteed disadvantage or advantage on anyone's next attack against them, which is big. This is an S. Yeah, this has got to be the 1 S tier barbarian build. I think that's pretty clear. Everything in here builds upon itself, and it's just super. It can be super powerful. Plus Karlach, baby. Right? Honestly, why wouldn't we talk about that? All right, I'm gonna skip past Bard because this is actually gonna take a lot longer than I thought it was gonna take. Because I'm reading everything that I don't know very well. So I'm actually gonna jump ahead to classes I do know a slight bit better. And I'm going to jump into Cleric. There's a lot of Cleric. Holy cow, there's a lot of Cleric. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14! Okay, 14 Cleric subclasses. Let's take a look. Wow, there is a lot. Alright, let's start. Arcana Domain. This is like the wizard wannabe Cleric, right? Arcane Abjuration. Oh wait, I should say Arcane Initiate. You gain proficiency in Arcana skills. Great. You get Arcana Domain spells, which is not... You get Magic Missile. Arcane Eye's cool. That's pretty much it. Arcane Abjuration. At 2nd level, you can use your Channel Divinity to abjure other worldly creatures. You can present your holy symbol, and one celestial elemental fae or fiend of your choice within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw, provided that creature can hear you and see you. If the creature fails, it is turned for 1 minute, so it's a turn effect, with increased effectiveness at level. That's cool. At level 6, when you restore hit points to an ally with spell of 1st level or higher, you can also end one spell effect. Oh, that's really good. Spellbreaker is really good. So, like, if someone is baned, you can cast a single healing spell on them, or just like a healing word, healing touch, whatever it is, or cure wounds, and it ends the bane effect, or any other negative spell effect. The level of the spell must be equal to or lower than the level of the spell you use to cast healing spell. It had cool potential, I guess. Starting at 8th level, you add your wisdom modifier to the damage rolls whenever you deal a cantrip. Cleric cantrip. That's kind of incredibly underwhelming. I mean, it's nice, but like, how often is a cleric gonna deal? What are cleric cantrips that deal damage? Sacred Flame, and what? Sacred Flame and Toll the Dead. I think those are the only two, right? It's gotta be. Yeah, Sacred Flame and Toll the Dead, I think, are the only two. Huh. Yeah, underwhelming. Arcane Mastery. At 17th level, you choose 4 spells from the wizard spell levels, or spell list. Great, that's cool. I'm probably... Arcana is not the best. I'll probably put this as like a D tier cleric. Yeah, I'm gonna put that. Yeah, I think that's definitely a D tier. Alright. Death Domain. Everyone's favorite cleric subclass. Well, maybe not favorite. I looked at this one when I was doing my... Actually, that video is not released yet. When I was doing my other thing that no one knows about yet. But this is pretty cool. If you have necromancy spells, or cantrips rather, this is really cool. You can deal extra necrotic damage per turn when you make an attack. And effectively, whenever you cast a necromancy cantrip that targets a single creature, which is effectively, what? Chill Touch? Or Toll the Dead? You can attack 2 creatures within 5 feet of each other, which is pretty underwhelming. Deal extra necrotic damage on hit, which is nice. Divine Strike. Honestly, this is a hard C tier cleric. Hard C, I think. Reaper's not that impressive. Touch of Death is nice, but realistically, it's not. It's Channel Divinity, and you only get so many of those. Inescapable Destruction, necrotic damage, ignores necrotic resistance. Great. It's pretty good, I guess, for certain enemies, but either way. And then Divine Strike is really what the important thing is. Like, once per turn, I think you can deal extra damage, which is good, but yeah. And then at 17th level, any necromancy spell 1st through 5th that targets a creature can instead target 2 creatures within 5 feet of each other. So they increased the level from cantrip to 1st to 5th, but they kept the ridiculous restriction of if they're standing right next to each other. Honestly, I'd like to keep it at a lower level. Keep it like, okay, 1 to 3, but you can target anything within 30 feet of you. That makes so much more sense, but I guess that could very easily get out of hand. So, Death Cleric is a solid C. That is a solid C tier cleric build in my opinion. I think, at least. People might have different thoughts on that, but that's my thought process on it. Alright. Next up, we have Forge Domain. I think Forge Domain released with the actual player's handbook, right? If I recall. I'm probably wrong. Honestly, I'm probably just incredibly wrong. They do get a lot of features here, though. So they get some domain spells. They get some potent domain spells. Searing Smite's great. Identifies an awesome staple. Heat Metal is one of my favorite spells of all of the game. Wall of Fire, Animate Objects, Creation. Like, some of these are just fantastic. You get Heavy Armor as well, which means you're never going to take damage because your AC is going to be so high. And then you get Blessing of the Forge, which allows you to touch an object and make it magical, gaining +1 bonus to AC or bonus to attack, depending upon what type of item it is. I mean, honestly, that's fantastic. Couple that AC with your plate armor, and you're good to go. Alright, Artisan's Blessing. You conduct an hour-long ritual that crafts a non-magic item. It must include some metal, a simple or martial weapon, a suit of armor, 10 pieces of ammunition, blah, 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 blah. Creation is completed at the end of the hour, coalescing in an unoccupied space. The thing you can create can be something that is worth no more than 100 gold. As part of the ritual, you must lay out metal, which can include coins of value equal to the creation. The metal irretrievably coalesces and transforms into the creation at the ritual's end, magically forming even non-metal parts into the creation. The ritual can duplicate any non-magical item that contains metal, such as a key. If you possess... Oh! That's cool as hell! This is another... Look, I've been playing D&D for so damn long, and I have missed so much stuff like this. How long has Forge Domain Cleric been in the game? A long time, and I have still yet to read it. That's really cool. Soul of the Forge. You gain resistance to fire damage, and while wearing heavy armor, you gain a +1 bonus to AC. Boom, so that plus your Blessing of the Forge gets you +2 bonus AC, and if you're using a shield, that's +4 bonus AC, and if you have plate armor, that means I think you have, what, base 22 AC with all of these bonuses, which you're never getting hit. That's super strong. Divine Strike, extra fire damage. Cool beans. You gain immunity to fire damage, and while wearing heavy armor, you have resistance to damage. Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing at non-magic damage. That is great. The Forge Domain Cleric is I'm actually going to write some of these down that I want to play, because some of these are fantastic. Alright, let's write this down. Forge Domain Cleric is really cool. There was a barbarian. Was it Ancestral Guardian? Zealot, Berserker. I think it was Zealot. Zealot Barbarian was awesome. Or at least sounded cool. Alright. Let's go back to where it all began with the Grave Cleric. This one is incredibly powerful because of one very specific feature it has. So let's just go down. Grave Domain, you get Bane, which is super powerful. Revivify and Vampiric. Revivify is awesome. Vampiric Touch is okay. Blight's great. Death Ward's great. Honestly, they're all fantastic. You get Spare the Dying automatically. And Eyes of the Grave. This is the one that I think is... no, it's not. Eyes of the Grave gives you notice of undead enemies. Path of the Grave is the... Yes, the one that really matters here. You can use your Channel Divinity to curse a target that gives it vulnerability to all of the damage that on the next attack that it takes. That ability right there makes this arguably the most powerful ability in the game. Granting vulnerability to the next attack. Like, if you do this, then the Paladin up smites, or someone casts some, like, Finger of Death, or something like that, they're taking double damage. Because it just says it has vulnerability. It doesn't matter if they're immune to it. It doesn't matter if they're resistant or immune to it. This just makes them vulnerable to it. So this is arguably one of the most powerful abilities in the game. And for that reason alone, this is probably an S tier. But let's go back through the rest of these. 6th level, you gain the ability to impede death's progress. And I'm changing the music. This music has been going on too long. Alright. As a reaction, when you or a creature you can see within 30 feet suffers a critical hit, you can turn that hit into a normal hit. That's fantastic as well. Potent Spellcaster, you can add your Wisdom modifier to... Yeah, it seems like all the clerics have this, or the extra damage on their attack. And at 17th level, you can seize a trace of vitality from Parting Souls and heal the living. When an enemy you can see within 60 feet of you dies, you or one creature of your choice within 60 feet regains hit points equal to the enemy number of hit dice. I mean, it's a capstone. Capstones are notoriously eh. But honestly, for this feature alone, Path of the Grave, this Death Domain has to be an S. No, Grave. It was Grave, right? Yeah, Grave. Grave has to be the S. So good. It's just so powerful. And when you use it in a party that works together, it's just it's so fantastic. Alright. Life Domain. This is one that was 100% in the 2014. I know that much, which means this is probably going to be underwhelming to the newer ones, but even still, it's a great subclass, I think. So you have Bless, Cure Wounds, Staples, Spiritual Weapon, arguably one of the best bonus action spells in the entire game. Beacon of Hope, one of my favorite spells because of the healing it does, or the bonus healing it can do. Death Ward. I hate Death Ward as a DM, love it as a player. Guardian of Faith, fantastic. And then Mass Cure Wounds and Raise Dead. Honestly, every spell in this, with the exception of even Lesser Restoration has its uses. Every spell list in this list is fantastic. You get proficiency with the heavy armor. Cool. When you restore hit points to a creature, they regain hit points equal to 2 plus your spell's level, so they gain extra hit points. Great. You can use your Channel Divinity to restore hit points to up to 5 times your cleric level, which is effectively like a lay on hands. And you can do, I think, within 30 feet? Yeah, choose a creature within 30 feet. Any creatures within 30 feet, you can divide them within. That's huge. So like at 2nd level, you have 10 hit points to just divide as you want. Really nice. 30 feet, just an action. Blessed Healer. At 6th level, the healing spells you cast on others heal you as well. Same thing. You gain 2 plus your spell's level in healing to yourself as well now. Divine Strike, you deal extra damage. And Supreme Healing at 17th level. When you would normally roll 1 or more dice to restore hit points with a spell, you instead use the highest number possible for each die. For example, instead of restoring 2d6 hit points, you restore 12. That's massive. That's effectively an automatic Beacon of Hope, which without a range. So that's massive. This is actually unironically an A tier. I wouldn't put it as an S tier because actually I might even put this as an S tier. But as far as healing is concerned, this is so powerful. So we're gonna put Life. There it is. At A. And honestly, Life is we're gonna put this as a high A tier. Alright. Arcana, yeah, we'll put Arcana probably down here. That's pretty bad. Not worse than Battle Rager, actually. Battle Rager might even be an F. Alright. Light. Wait, I skipped Knowledge. Let's go to Knowledge. Alright. You get Command, Identify, Augury, Suggestion. I mean, Confusion's great. Legend Lore is one of my favorite spells. And Scrying is super helpful. You get proficiency in certain bonus skills. You get the Channel Divinity for Knowledge of the Ages, which, as an action, you can choose one skill or tool, and you gain proficiency in that. You can read thoughts. Wait, you can use your action to access a creature's mind. As an action, choose one creature that can see within 60 feet. You must make a Wisdom save, or you can read its thoughts. Effectively, you can read their mind. During that time, you can use your action to end this effect and cast the suggested spell on the creature without expending a spell slot. The target automatically fails a save against this spell. I mean, it's cool. It's definitely cool. Potent spell casting, you add your Wisdom modifier with clerics, cantrips, and visions of the past. At 17th level, you can call up visions of the past to relate to an object you hold in your immediate surrounding. You gain information, dreamlike, shadowy glimpses of recent events. You can mediate in this way for a number of minutes equals your Wisdom score, and must maintain concentration during that time as if you were casting a spell. Object reading. Holding an object as you meditate, you can see visions of the object's previous owner. After meditating, you learn how the owner acquired and lost the object, as well as the most recent significant event involving the object. If the object was owned by another creature in recent past, within a number of days, you can spend 1 additional minute for each owner to learn the same information about that creature. Or area reading. As you meditate, you see visions of recent events in your immediate vicinity. This is so cool. Like, this ability should not be a capstone ability. This should be much more accessible, because this is, like, I don't want to say game-changing, because it's not game-changing, but the whole thing about D&D is, right, you have a story, you need to learn about that story, figure out what the problem is, and fix that problem. At 17th level, you already know what the problem is. You don't need to figure out, oh, where's this big evil book of death coming from? You already know Vecna wrote that book. You don't need to use your 17th level capstone ability to know about that book. You already know it. Or you should, and if you don't, it's either a DM problem or a player problem. But, like, this should be like a 10th level feature, or even lower. But this is fantastic. This subclass is heavily let down by the fact that this is a capstone ability. If this was not a capstone ability, I would put this as an A tier. But as it is right now, this is pretty much unusable. I'm gonna put this as like a low C, low C, maybe even a high D. All right, let's go back. What do we got next? Life, light. All right, another classic. Bonus cantrip. You gain the light cantrip. As a light domain cleric, makes sense. All right, we get burning hands, fairy fire, flaming sphere, scorching, all very potent spells, might I add. Fireball, Guardian of Faith, Wall of Fire, Flame Strike. Okay, as far as combat's concerned, that's bananas spell list. Warding Flare, at first level, you can interpose divine light between yourself and an attacking enemy. When you are attacked by a creature within 30 feet of you that you can see, you can use your reaction to impose a disadvantage on the attack roll. That's really nice. An attacker that can't be blinded is immune to this. Okay. Radiant Dawn. As an action, you present your holy symbol and any magical darkness is dispelled. Additionally, each hostile creature in 30 feet must make a con save, taking radiant damage equal to 2d10 plus your cleric level on a failed save, or half as much. That's pretty powerful. That's a lot of AoE damage. Improved Flare. Starting at 6th level, you can use your Warding Flare ability when a creature that you can see within 30 feet attacks a creature other than you. Okay. Really waste of an ability, in my opinion. But, you know. You can add your wisdom modifier to cleric cantrips. This is such lazy, right? Anyways. Starting at 17th level, you can use your action to activate an aura of sunlight that lasts 1 minute. You emit bright light in a 60-foot radius and dim light 30 feet beyond that. Your enemies in the bright light have disadvantage on saving throws against any spell that deals fire or radiant. That builds really nicely on the class. But it's a capstone ability, man. It's a capstone ability. It's really cool, but 17th level is what you need to get that? That's a bummer. This is a solid B. I think this light domain cleric is a solid B. I would put it above Storm Herald. I'd probably put it above Zealot, actually. Yeah, that's where I'll put it. Alright, nature domain. Alright, I like nature stuff. Let's see what we got. Animal friendship, speak with animals, bark skin, spike growth, one of the best spells in the game, early level. Plant growth, another early level great spell. Dominate beast, grasping vine, insect blade, and tree stride. Okay spell list, definitely not like the light domain cleric, but okay spell list. You get a druid cantrip, and you get proficiency in one of these skills. You're proficient with heavy armor. You can charm animals and plants. At 6th level, when a creature within 30 feet of you takes effectively elemental damage, you can grant resistance to that. Okay. At 8th level, you can increase damage on a hit with your channel divinity. Meh. And at 17th level, when creatures are charmed by your charm animals or plants, you can take your bonus action to verbally command. Yeah, this is like an F tier. This is heavy F tier. I can see what they were going for, but no, it's not an F. I'll give it a D. This is definitely a D. It's so underwhelming. I was hoping for more. I will put it above Battle Rager though, because honestly, Battle Rager is just not good. It's really not good. Alright, Order Domain. Let's see what this one looks like. You gain heavy armor and proficiency with intimidation or persuasion. Okay. Voice of Authority. You can invoke the power of law to embolden an ally to attack. If you cast a spell with the spell slot of 1st level or higher and target an ally with the spell, that ally can use their reaction immediately after the spell to make one weapon attack. If you cast a spell with a spell slot 1st level or higher and target an ally with the spell, so effectively if you heal an ally, they can use their reaction to make a weapon attack. If the spell targets more than one ally, you can choose the ally to make the attack. That's pretty nice. I really like that. It's kind of like, maybe I don't like it so much as I thought, because effectively, like, you're using your action to force another creature to use something in their kit. And while the theming is nice, it's kind of like the one thing that's difficult, and this exemplifies it really well, is that features that utilize, or anything in the game that make, when you use an ability or a spell or something, and it forces another creature to use something of one of their resources, I never feel good about it. Because you're taking away from what other players can do. And I guess you're not necessarily taking away from what players can do with this, because honestly, your reaction is not something you use super frequently, especially if you're going to be making melee attacks or weapon attacks. But it just doesn't feel good to take something away from I guess I shouldn't view it as taking something away from someone else, because you're not really taking it away. You're giving them an opportunity to use it when they might not necessarily get a chance to otherwise. But still, it just doesn't, I don't feel good about it. I like the idea behind it, but it just doesn't feel good to me personally. And this might be one of the first subclasses based on that I'm probably going to disagree with a lot of people on. Alright, anyways, Order's Demand. As an action, you present your holy symbol, and each creature within 30 feet will get charmed if they fail to save, and they drop what they're holding. Cool. Embodiment of the Law. You've become remarkably adept at channeling magical energy to compel others. If you cast the spell of an enchantment school using a spell slot of 1st or higher, you can change the spell's casting time to a bonus action for the casting, provided the spell's casting time is normally 1 action. That could be really cool. Let's go. I'm curious. Enchantment spells. Let's take a look at enchantment spells. If you're casting an enchantment spell school of 1st or higher, and you can use this equal to your wisdom modifier amount of times. So this could be like 2 to 5 times a day, which is pretty huge. You could make Bane or Bless a bonus action. You could make Dissonant Whispers a bonus. Okay, wait a minute. This is actually super good. Wait, you don't even have access to that, right? You don't have access to hit Dissonant Whispers, right? No, you don't. What do you have? You have access to Bane, though. And Bless, yeah. Actually, I can just do this. What am I doing? Cleric. I can use filters. We have the technology, everyone. Hold person, bonus action. Okay, I guess it's not super powerful, because Hold person, Bane, and Bless, maybe Command are really the only ones. Unless you pick up, like... what is it? Magic Adept Wizard and just pick up like Dissonant Whispers or other spells like that. That has potential to be super good. But man, Bane and Bless aren't wizard spells either. Yeah, Bane and Bless are super powerful. And that could actually be really good because you could bonus action Bane or Bless, whatever it is, and then just go smack them. Or just use your action. Actually, no, you couldn't because it's a leveled spell. Either way, that has the potential to be really good. Really good. Alright, Divine Strike. You get extra psych. Ooh, psychic damage is a good choice. And Order's Wrath. Enemies you designate for destruction with wilt under the combined efforts of you and your allies. If you deal your damage, Divine Strike damage, to a creature, you can curse that creature until the start of your next turn. The next time one of your allies hits them, they take 2d8 psychic damage. Underwhelming for a capstone, but still, this enchantment to bonus action is very cool. I also do... Voice of Authority is a cool concept. I like where they're thinking with it. I do think that compared to the Life Cleric or the Grave Cleric or even the Light Cleric, it's underwhelming. But I would probably put this as like a mid-B. I would put Order Domain as mid-B. I think that's where I'd put it. I would put it above Storm Herald. I think so. Yeah, okay, I think I can agree with this so far. Next up, Peace. Let's see what we get here. Alright, the spell list. Aid, I love Aid. Sanctuary is the bane of my existence with my players. Sending is a staple. Beacon of Hope's great. Resilient Sphere is a good one. Yeah, this is a pretty decent extended spell list, I'd say. Oh no, my knee. Oh, I didn't move my knee long enough. Oh god, I'm an old man. Oh, I'm an old man. Alright, you gain proficiency and insight in one of those skills. Okay. Emboldening Bond. I know this one very well. You get to add a d4 to your rolls once per turn when you do this. Super powerful. A cleric in my game does it. Rich does it. If Rich is still here, I hate this. Balm of Peace. You can use your channel divinity to make your very presence a soothing balm. As an action, you can move up to your speed without provoking attacks of opportunity, and when you move within 5 feet of a creature during this action, you can restore a number of hit points to that creature equal to 2d6 plus your wisdom modifier. A creature can receive this healing only once whenever you take this action. Okay, so of any creature during this action. I think this is meant to be a single target. I read it and I was curious if it meant multiple targets, but it sounds like it's a single target because they said that creature. So yeah, that's still pretty good. Protective Bond. When a creature affected by your emboldening bond takes damage, a second bonded creature within 30 feet can use its reaction to teleport to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of the creature, and that creature then takes all the damage instead. Yep. I did this one in my necromancy build. My initial necromancy build, I used this Peace Domain Cleric to just pop undead in front of me to take damage. Alright, Potent Spellcaster. Extra damage with your cleric cantrips. Wow. And then Capstone. The benefit of your Emboldening Bond and Protective Bond now works when the creatures are within 60 feet. And resistance to damage when they use the Protective Bond. That's pretty cool, I guess. But what time are you planning to go? Oh, I should respond to that. I'm live now. Sorry. Didn't read this. If you're still up for it, I'm still going. Honestly, Peace Cleric is... Bane and Bless aren't wizard spells either. Never mind, y'all. I'm dumb as hell. That's cool, man. That's cool. I was just talking about how what was it? I go through this entire thing. I've been playing D&D for I don't know how long. And man, I'm still reading all of these classes like I've never read them before because I just don't remember anything. My memory's as good as a friggin' toddler, I'm telling you. I have terrible memory issues. So don't worry, man. You are not being judged here. No worries at all. Alright, well, anyways, Peace Domain Cleric. I think Peace is probably an A tier. Although if I put Peace at A tier, Light Domain is going to be a little upset. I'm going to move Light. I'm doing it. I'm moving Light up to A tier and putting Peace Domain at a B tier. High B. High B tier. I think that's fair. There's so many... Wait, what is going on with my chat here? It's very busted. Anyways, there's so many clerics, honestly, it's hard to remember them all. Dude, there's 14 of them! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14! That's so many! There's more subclasses for cleric than there are classes in the game! That blows my mind! And I feel like I blinked and it all just happened, right? Like they just came out of nowhere. Anyways. Alright, Tempest Domain Cleric. I use this in another build for my Stormbringer build, I think. You get some really cool spells. All decent spells, effectively elemental spells. You can use your reaction to cause them to make a dex save or take damage. And you can do this equal to your wisdom modifier, which means realistically you'll get probably 3 to 5 times you can use this feature, which is really good. And you get martial weapons and heavy armor, which means great sword and plate mail, baby. Destructive Wrath, you can deal maximum lightning or thunder damage, which is fantastic. I think I might be a little bit biased towards this one. Thunderbolt Strike, when you deal damage, you can push your creature automatically. You can deal extra thunder damage on your hit with your every turn, and you gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed. Granted, as a capstone, kind of underwhelming. This is another solid B tier cleric subclass, I think. Incredibly. I personally, I might be a little biased to this one because I think this whole Thunderstorm Caller, you know, what's a class fantasy is super cool. But I mean, it's one of my favorites personally. But I'll probably put it above Life. I really like Tempest a lot personally. Trickery Domain. This one, now, we're going to use the initial Trickery Domain Cleric and not the one that was in Unearthed Arcana, obviously, because we're here. I think this one is actually going to be probably just straight up C tier, maybe even D tier. I know what this one does. There's a flavor of Cleric for every class. There really is. There really is. Right? I mean, Arcana, you got your Wizard and your Sorcerer. Life is your obvious healer. Nature is your Druid Order. And Peace can be like your Monk kind of deals. Tempest can be... Actually, Tempest is probably more Sorcery. You know, Twilight's more Warlock. Trickery is more Rogue. Wow, I never actually thought about it like that. Average viewer. By the way, I love the name. That's a fantastic name. I think I'm just going to put Trickery in C. I think Trickery is just a decent, probably low C tier. Yeah, I'd probably put it above Arcana. Definitely. Alright. Twilight. Wait, what did I forget? We got War, Twilight, and Forge. Wait, did I not put Forge up? I thought I put Forge up. Light Order, Death. I didn't put Forge. Forge was the one where you could make the spells. You get really good heat metal. You get, yeah, a lot of armor. Fire damage resistance. You can make an item. Yeah, this was like a high B tier, I thought. If actually a low A or mid A. I'll put it right there. Alright, let's go back. Twilight Domain. Fairy Fire, Sleep. Great spells. Moonbeam. Vitality, I love that spell. Aura of Life. That's the... yeah. I don't actually know what that spell does. I don't actually recall that one. Interesting. Greater Invisibility, a fantastic spell. Circle of Power and Mislead. All very different types of spells. I'm going to change the music now to something more not repetitive. And we'll go to this one now. Also, using Syrinscape, if anyone's interested, it's a fantastic piece of software for music. Alright, Eyes of Night. You can see through the deepest gloom and have dark vision out to a range of 300 feet. That is a long range. As an action, you can magically share the dark vision with willing creatures you can see within 10 feet of you. A number of creatures equal to your wisdom modifier, which means effectively your party. The shared dark vision lasts for an hour. Once you share it, you can't do until a long rest. Unless you expend a spell slot to share it again. That's pretty cool. Nice flavor there. A little bit of nice bonuses to your allies. Vigilance Blessing. The knight has taught you to be vigilant. Oh, I should check Discord. No, they did not respond. Okay. You can use your channel divinity to refresh your allies with Soothing Twilight. That doesn't make sense. You refresh your allies with Soothing Twilight. As an action, you can cause a sphere of twilight to emanate from you. The sphere moves with you and lasts for a minute or until you're incapacitated. Whenever a creature ends its turn in the sphere, including you, you can grant that creature one of the following benefits. Temporary hit points equal to 1d6 plus your cleric level. Okay, pretty good. And you end one effect on it, causing it to be charmed or frightened. Okay, so you can end charmed or frightened effects for free. That's pretty cool. Well, maybe not free, but still. Steps of Night. You can draw a mystical power of the night to rise into the air. As a bonus action, when you're in dim light or darkness, you can magically give yourself a flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 minute. That's pretty cool. You can use this bonus action a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus and regain all expended spell uses on a long rest. Okay, so you get flying speed for a minute. And you can do this multiple times. So you can do this, what, at 6th level, you can do it 3 to 6 times, eventually as you're leveling up. That's pretty nice. Granted, it doesn't last very long, but it's not meant to last long, so I like it. Divine Strike, extra damage. Every cleric either has this or cantrip damage. And Twilight Shroud, that you summon offers a protective embrace when you summon your little Twilight Sanctuary. You and your allies have half cover while in this. So, what's that? 2 AC? I think half cover is 2 AC, right? I can't remember off the top of my head. Either way, that's still pretty nice. I'll take that. I like that. Let's go back. Let's actually change the music up a little bit to something completely different. Turn on some... There we go. Oh, that's what I was looking for. I wanted that one. Alright, so Twilight Domain. I like it. I do think this is cool. Nice fly speed. Twilight Sanctuary is cool flavor. And granting dark vision is really cool as well. Oh. This has gotta be a B. I can't put it at an A because light is so good. I'll put it right there. and I'll probably change it, but I'll put it right there for now. Half cover is +2, 3-4 cover, 3/4 cover is 5 AC. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you. Yeah, I can never remember that stuff off the top of my head. But there it is. So you automatically get +2 AC in that Twilight Shroud, which at 17th level is good, I guess. But if we're being honest, like, Either way, I'd still say this is pretty solid B. Twilight in early levels is one of the strongest subclasses. I mean, I can tell. I mean, you get free dark vision up to 300 feet. You can give it to people. Oh wait. Wait a second. I'm in the wrong place. No, I'm not. Where am I? Well, yeah, okay. You get Fairy Fire. You get Dark Vision. You can give creatures advantage on their next initiative roll. You can give them ability to... Wait. Oh, okay, I missed that. But this Twilight Sanctuary is fantastic. The temporary hit points, 1d6 plus 2 at level 2. That's a lot of hit points. That's a full wizard's hit pool right there. Hit dice pool right there at 2nd level. That's really I didn't actually realize how strong that was early level. I mean, it falls off a little bit, I guess, but even still, comparatively to the other ones, I still think this is mid B. I might put it high B, but honestly, there's some really good cleric subclasses. There really are. Alright, War. I did this one for a bit. I didn't do this one yet. I lied. I did this for a video that hasn't gone out yet. But I just looked at War Cleric for few reasons. It's a good subclass. You know, you can get it to make it a bonus action attack when you take the attack action, which is cool. You get a +10 bonus to rolls of the Channel Divinity. You can do that with other creatures. You gain extra damage when you attack, and you gain resistance. This is a C tier subclass. I would even put this at D, but I'm gonna put it at C because I put Trickery here. It's better than Knowledge. It is better than Knowledge subclass too, just because Knowledge is. I wish Knowledge was better. Ugh. I wish the Knowledge subclass was better. It's okay, it isn't. Anyways, let's move on. Now we move into, what do we do next? What class do we do next? Bard, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, or Wizard? Holy snot, there's a lot of wizards. And there's a lot of monks too, I guess. Oh, dude. There's so many subclasses. It's bananas. Why can't I do this? There we go. I think I'll roll a dice. I'll roll a dice. I don't have a dice. Why is my dice not here? Ah, well. I won't roll a dice. I'll just pick an... You know what? We have technology. Dice roller. We have the technology. Alright. Let's see. We've got Bard, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard. I'm skipping Blood Hunter and Artificer because those ones are going to take me hours to read and understand fully. So we got 10. So we'll do a D10. Here we go. 1. Oh, you're going to make me do the Bard. Oh. Alright, I guess I'll do the Bard. Bard is one of my least favorite classes, only because I haven't done much with it. Not that it's bad per se, but it's just something I've not been super interested in personally. I'm much more of I'm a fan of my two favorite classes are Monk and Druid, which is kind of funny because everyone hates on Monk, and they hate on Druid for different reasons entirely. But either way, let's start with the Bard. College of Creation we shall start with. let's see what we're working with here. What a handsome fella. Hey, it's Superman himself. How's it going, Clark Kent? It was me all along. Ha ha ha. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if you got my Discord message, Josh, but I'm still here if you're up for it. If you want, that is. No pressure, obviously. Alright, well, anyways. Sorry, I get distracted. Whenever someone calls me handsome, I just don't know what to do. With my hands, like, what do? I panic. Alright, College of Creation. What are we doing here? Whenever you give a bardic inspiration, you can utter a note from the Song of Creation to create a tiny mote of potential, which orbits within 5 feet of a creature. Alright. It provides the following benefits. Ability check. When the creature rolls a bardic inspiration die to add it to an ability check, the creature can roll the bardic inspiration die again and choose which roll to use. The mote pops and emits a colorful, harmless spark. Okay. An attack roll. Immediately after the creature rolls the bardic inspiration die to add it to an attack roll against a target, the mote thunderously shatters. A target and each creature of your choice that can see within 5 feet of it must make a con save or take thunder damage equal to the number rolled. I like that a lot, actually. That's really nice. And saving throws. Immediately after the creature rolls the bardic inspiration die and adds its saving throw, the mote vanishes and a sound of soft music plays, causing the creature to gain temporary hit points equal to the number rolled on the bardic inspiration die, plus your charisma modifier. That's really good too. I really like all of those. As far as Bard's concerned, I like it. That's actually really nice. Now just remember to use your bardic inspiration and we'll be in a good spot. Alright. Performance of Creation. As an action, you can channel the magic of the Song of Creation to create one non-magical item of your choice in a non-occupied space within 10 feet. The item must appear on a surface or in a liquid that can support it, and the GP value of the item cannot be more than 20 times your Bard level. Okay. Which means 60 gold once you get access to this, which is huge. And the item must be medium or smaller. The item glimmers softly, blah, blah, blah. Once you create an item in this feature, you can't do so again until... Okay, so you can just make a non-magical item up to 60 gold at 3rd level, or at 10th level, 200 gold, which is actually a lot. That's really cool, too. This is actually a really cool theme. I like the whole thing about this. That's kind of like Forge Cleric, but not Forge Cleric. Animating Performance. As an action, you animate one large or smaller non-magical item within 30 feet that isn't being worn or carried. It uses the Dancing Item stat block. In combat, it shares your initiative, but it takes its turn immediately after yours. It can move and use its own reaction, but the only action it takes on its turn is the dodge action, unless you take your bonus action to command... Oh, that's shit. That is shitty. The action can be one... Yeah, that's no good. Yeah... That's kind of like a waste of a... That's a huge waste. When you use your Bardic Inspiration feature, you can command this item as... Oh! Never mind! I judged it too soon! Because I was about to say, because you use your Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action, why would you ever use this? But, doesn't matter. When you use your Bardic Inspiration, you can attack as the same with the animated object, just the same. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was. Thought it was initially terrible, but other than that, it's pretty good. And it's pretty decent damage too, a D10 plus your proficiency bonus. Not bad, not bad. Oh, when the creature starts its turn within 10 feet of the item can increase or decrease the walking speed of that creature by 10 feet. That's actually so powerful. Dude, just use this item, throw Ray of Frost, and they're minus 20 feet of movement speed at the start of their turn. Okay, I'm writing this down. Bard, College of Creation, animation, dancing item, slows move speed. Yeah, I'm taking notes for all this stuff so I can make videos on it later. That's actually super cool. Alright, Creative Crescendo. When you use your performance or creation feature, you can create more than one item at once. Okay. The number of items equal to your charisma modifier, minimum of 2. Meaning, if you create an item that would exceed the number, you choose... Wait. Wait a minute. So you can use your creation, performance of creation, and animating performance. Oh, wait, no. Animating, performance of creation. Okay. My bad. I misunderstood. That's still pretty good. Yeah, it's a throwaway, if we're being honest. But, this is really cool. I like the performance of creation is cool, and I like your mode of potential with your bardic inspiration. Honestly, this is probably an A tier. This is really cool. I really like this. Alright, Bard. Starting off strong, buddy. A tier. I'll probably put this... I'll put this above Forge and under Ancestral Guardian, I think. I think that's where I want to put it. Okay. Well, next up, Eloquence. Here we go. Silver Tongue. You're a master at saying the right thing. When you make a charisma, persuasion, or deception check, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. So effectively, yeah, you're 9, you get a 10 regardless of what you roll, which is very powerful. Unsettling Words. As a bonus action, you can expend one of your bardic inspiration and choose one creature within 60 feet of you. Roll that dice, and that creature must subtract the number rolled from their next saving throw. Again, powerful, classic ability. Love it. Unfailing Inspiration. Your inspiring words are so persuasive that others feel driven to succeed. When a creature adds your bardic inspiration dice to its attack, or to any of the rolls, that creature can keep the bardic inspiration die. Does that mean you can just inspire everyone and... When a creature adds your bardic inspiration dice to its ability check and the roll fails. Okay, and the roll fails. That makes a difference. Okay, still, that's very nice. So you're not wasting any bardic inspirations. I like that. Although, you're probably not going to fail a roll if you're using or choosing to expend it. But even still, I like it. It's nice. Alright. You gain the ability to make your speech intelligible to any creature. As an action, you can choose a creature up to a number equal to your charisma modifier, and the creature can magically understand you regardless of the language you speak for an hour. That's effectively not comprehend language. That's speak language. That's really good. I like that. Let's change the waltz to our second waltz song. Really good. Wait, that's not a waltz. Let's go to this one. What's this one? I don't know if this song's any good. Spooky. Yeah, no, we're doing this next one. What's this one? There we go. Get some nice jungle drums in here. Alright. At 14th level, you gain Infectious... Wait, did I read this one? Yeah. Infectious Inspiration. When you successfully inspire someone, the power of your eloquence can now spread to someone else. When a creature within 60 feet of you adds one of your bardic inspiration die to its ability check, attack roll or saving throw, and succeeds, you can use your reaction to encourage a different creature that can hear you within 60 feet, giving it a bardic inspiration die without expending a use. That's huge. That's really cool. Oh man, Bard has some really cool subclasses now. I really should have not shit on them when I was talking about it earlier. You can use this reaction a number of times equal to... Yeah, this is... Yeah. Alright. What is that? Eloquence? Eloquence is great. Again, that's another A tier. I'll put that just to be... I'll put that probably ahead of Ancestral Guardian, actually. I might be being a little bit too lenient here with some of my placements. Yeah, I am being a little bit lenient here. Oh well. Well, if I have to change it around, I will change it around. It looks like I have a lot of A, and I don't want to give any class an F tier. I need to give an F tier here. There has to be an F tier somewhere, right? Alright, where is it? Beastmaster. There it is. Already done. No, I won't do that yet. I won't do it yet. I'll wait. Alright, Glamour. Let's see what we get. You gain the ability to weave a song of magic that imbues your allies with vigor and speed. As a bonus action, you can expend one of your bardic inspiration to grant yourself a wondrous appearance. When you do so, choose a number of creatures you can see within 60 feet. Each of them gains 5 temporary hit points, and when a creature gains these hit points, it can immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. Oh! That's really decent, actually. Because you can do that to... If your allies are in a bad spot, you can just do that and make sure they don't get attacked of opportunity and get into a better spot. Actually, not bad. Plus, temporary hit points is really nice. Huh. I do like that. That's pretty cool. Not bad, not bad. Enthralling performance. If you perform for at least 1 minute, you can attempt to inspire wonder in your audience by singing or anything. At the end of your performance, choose a number of humanoids who watched and listened, and each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your spell DC or be charmed. They idolize you, blah blah blah, and it hinders anyone who opposes you, although it avoids violence unless it is already inclined to fight on your behalf. If a target succeeds on the saving throw, the target has no hint you tried to charm it. Okay, that's kind of, It's cool thought-wise. In terms of actual usage, you know. Mantle of Majesty. At 6th level, you gain the ability to cloak yourself in fame magic, and that makes others want to serve you. As a bonus action, you cast Command without expending a spell slot, and you take on the appearance of an unearthly beauty for 1 minute, or until concentration ends. During this time, you can cast Command as a bonus action on each of your turns. I mean, that's kind of nice. I guess bonus action Command? Any charmed creature automatically fails, and once you use it, you can't use it again until you use a short or long rest. Kind of underwhelming, but honestly, not too bad. An Unbreakable Majesty. In addition, as a bonus... Oh, wait. Yeah. As a bonus action, you assume a magically majestic presence. For the duration, whenever any creature tries to attack you for the first time on your turn, the attacker must make a charisma saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, it can attack you on this turn, and it must choose a new target for... Wait. On a failed save, it can't attack you on this turn, and it must choose a new target for its attack, or it's wasted. Yeah, I think this is probably a D tier. I really do think this might be D. This is pretty cool. This one ability makes the entire subclass maybe worth it, because it gives you some extra, you and your party, some extra important safety with the ability to move without provoking opportunity attacks for free. But honestly, I don't think that saves the rest of this. It's cool thematically wise, but in realistic usage wise, probably not the best. So I will put Glamour Bard at a D tier. I will put it above, however, Arcana. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like it sounds cool. The flavor is great, abilities are not. That's exactly what I'm talking about, right? Except Mantle Inspiration. This one is fantastic. I think this is great. But enthralling performance sounds cool, but it takes a minute, and it's like, it would be very hard to make work properly in any meaningful way. Command as a bonus action? Cool, I guess. And then, like, yeah, it's just underwhelming. It's something that sounds like I want to like it, but I just don't. right? Like, the theme and thought behind it is awesome. It sounds cool. I want it to be awesome. But how it's implemented here just does not seem to work in, you know, it doesn't seem like it would work in actual gameplay. Alright, now we're on to lore. The classic Bard subclass. Cutting words. Well, you gain proficiency with 3 skills, which is huge. But cutting words, you can distract others, and you'll a bardic inspiration dice to roll or subtract that number rolled from the creature's roll. You can choose to use this feature after the creature makes the roll. So this is effectively your reaction to impose a Bane effect, which is fantastic. Really, honestly, this is a great great ability. Additional magic secrets. You learn 2 spells of your choice from any class. Huge. Fantastic. And then at 14th level, roll a bardic inspiration die and add the number rolled to your ability check. Underwhelming as hell. But getting 2 spells from another spell list is great. And cutting words is great. This is a solid B or C tier. I'm gonna put it. Oh boy, we're gonna put it yeah, we're gonna put it in C. Lore is bae? Do people say that anymore? I don't know, man. I'm an old dude. I'm an old guy. Lore doesn't mean... bae doesn't mean anything to me anymore. I don't speak like the kids. I don't understand these wordages. Alright. Moving on to the spirits. Guiding whispers. You reach out to spirits to guide you and others. You learn guidance cantrip. Cool. Nice. Guidance is a great cantrip. Lore deserves an A+? Lore deserves an A+? Let's go back. What is it that I did? Did I miss something here? You get proficiency with 3 skills. That's cool. That's really good. Cutting words. We all know what cutting words does, which is also really good. And at 6th level, you gain 2 spells from any class, which is also really good. But, like, what else? Like, you're right, it is a great subclass, but, like, if we're looking at it, and if we're gonna say it's an A tier, we're gonna say, if we look back at Eloquence, you get unsettling words, you get universal speech, which is fantastic. You get infectious inspiration. Like, grabbing spells like Counterspell, Spirit Guardians, and Prayer of Healing. Yeah, I guess you're right. You are right. Yeah, Counterspell is huge. Spirit Guardians, Prayer... You're right. There are some very powerful spells you can pick up. You're right. But I guess here's my thought process here. Is... if a subclass or a class... or subclass requires you to pick certain spells to be good, I think that immediately knocks it down a tier. Just for morality, just for my own personal morals, right? Like, I understand the spells you could pick could heavily impact the game. If you like, but you almost always have to pick something like Counterspell, right? So, like, I think it's just one of those things where you learn 2 spells from any spell list. That's really cool thematic-wise. But when you only have 3rd level and lower spells to choose from, you're very limited in what you can choose, meaning you pretty much choose Counterspell every time. Maybe if it was like... Alright, you know what? You've convinced me. I'll put it at like a mid-B tier, but that's it. That's all I'm doing. It's not going into A. I disagree. And that's okay. We can have disagreements. Man, you just threw me into like a whole like mental war with my inner self right there, because you're right, and at the same time, I disagree with it on like a standpoint, but you're also incredibly right that it is super powerful. So like, I don't know. We'll put it at mid B tier. There we go. Find the middle ground. Perfect. That's right. All right, let's go to spirits now. All right, you get the guidance cantrip. Perfect. Spiritual focus. You employ tools that aid you in channeling spirits, be they historical figures or fictional archetypes. You can use the following object as a spellcasting focus for your bard spells. Okay, so you just get different kinds of objects for your focus, which is cool, I guess. You can use a tarot deck. Starting at 6th level, you can cast a bard spell that deals damage or restores hit points through the spiritual focus. Roll a d6 and gain a bonus to 1 damage or healing roll of the spell equal to the number rolled. Oh, so you get a d6 to damage or healing whenever you cast a spell. That's pretty cool. I like that. At level 6 at least. Tales from Beyond. You reach out to spirits who... This is 3 things at level 3. While you're holding your focus, you can use your bonus action to expend 1 of your inspiration and roll on the spirit table. You can use an action to choose 1 creature you can see within 30 feet to be the target of the Tales effect. Okay. Oh my god. You're gonna want me... You want me to read all of that? Oh... Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. For the next 10 minutes, whenever your target makes an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma check, blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing this. I'm not going through all that. That's too many words for me right now. I'm running short on time. Let's move to College of Swords, and we'll come back to that later, or another day. Alright, College of Swords. Proficient with medium armor and the scimitar. If you're proficient with a simple or made martial weapon, you can use it as a spellcasting focus. Cool beans. Fighting style. You gain a fighting style. Dueling or two-weapon fighting. I like that. Blade Flourish. Whenever you take the attack action on your turn, your walking speed increases by 10 feet until the end of your turn. And if the weapon attack that you make as part of the action hits a creature, you can use one of the following Blade Flourish options as the choice. Okay. Defensive Flourish. You can expend 1 of your inspiration to cause the weapon to deal extra damage equal to your bardic roll, and you can also add the number rolled to your AC. That's really nice. Slashing Flourish. You can expend a bardic inspiration die to cause the weapon to deal extra damage to the target you hit to any creature of your choice within 5 feet. Okay. You can expend 1 of your bardic inspiration to cause the target to deal extra damage to the target you hit and to any creature. Okay, so you double the damage effectively to a secondary creature. That's pretty good. Mobile Flourish. Wait, within 5 feet of you. Less good, but still good. Mobile Flourish. You can expend a bardic inspiration die to deal extra damage to the target. It takes damage equal to it and can push 5 feet away, plus a number of feet equal to the number you roll on the die. You can immediately use your reaction to move up to your walking speed. Yeah, I mean, that's eh. Honestly, these two are fantastic. Defensive Flourish and Slashing Flourish. Extra attack at 6th level, which means you can make 2 attacks with your attack action. And Master Flourish, whenever you use Blade Flourish option, you can use a d6. You can roll a d6 and use it instead of expending a Bardic Inspiration die. I mean, that's really nice, because then you have your bonus action Bardic Inspiration die to use on other people. So yeah, I will take that. That's pretty good. I don't think it's as good as lore, so don't worry, it's not going to be above it. I think Swords is probably going to be a low B tier. Maybe a mid B tier. Probably... yeah, we'll put it above. Yeah, I don't think Storm Herald's that good. Honestly, Storm Herald and Wild Magic might go down to C. But we'll see. Yeah, I'll put Swords right there for now. Valor. Oh, wow, there is nothing in Valor. Is this a subclass? When you join, you gain proficiency with medium armor, shields, and martial weapons. Okay. You learn to inspire others in battle. A creature that has a Bardic Inspiration die from you can roll that die and add the number rolled to weapon damage as well. Alternatively, when the attack roll is made against that creature, it can use its reaction to roll the Bardic Inspiration die and add the number rolled to its AC against that attack. After seeing the roll, but before knowing what... Wait. Okay, so it adds AC or extra damage. You can attack twice, and battle magic. You learn spell weaving. When you use the action to cast a bard spell, you can make one weapon. This is so lame. This is like an F tier. I mean, this is good. Combat inspiration is good, but like, this is just a much worse College of Swords. I mean, you can use your action to cast a bard spell, sure. But like, yeah, this is like, this might be my first F tier, guys. Unless I'm missing something, I'm doing it. We're putting Valor in F. Sorry, Ooh, Bard's all over the place. Jeez. All right, next move to Whispers. Let's see how this looks. Psychic Blades. When you join the College of Whispers, you gain the ability to make your weapon attacks magically toxic to a creature's mind. When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can expend a Bardic Inspiration to deal extra 2d6 damage. You can only do this once per round on your turn. The psychic damage increases to 3d6, 5d6, and 8d6. That is a lot of, that's a lot of damage. Wow. Valor is Sword's more awkward cousin. You're not incorrect. Yeah, it definitely is. That's crazy. This Psychic Blades is bananas. 2d6 scaling up to 8d6? Wow. Words of Terror. At 3rd level, you learn to infuse innocent-seeming words with insidious magic that can inspire terror. If you speak to a humanoid alone for at least 1 minute, you can attempt to seed paranoia in its mind. I like that. Effectively frightened, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay, so you can frighten them rather than charm them like you could with the glamour. Mantle of Whispers. You can adopt a persona. When a humanoid dies within 30 feet, you can magically capture its shadow using your reaction and retain the shadow until you use it or finish a long rest. You use the shadow as an action. When you do so, it vanishes, magically transforming into a disguise that appears on you. You look like the dead person, but healthy and alive, and the disguise lasts for an hour. That's super cool. That is really cool. When you're in disguise, you gain access to all information that humanoid would freely share with a casual acquaintance. Another creature can see through the disguise, succeeding on a... You gain a +5 bonus to your deception check. Wow. This is crazy. Shadow Lore. You gain the ability to weave dark magic into your words. As an action, you magically whisper a phrase that only one creature of your choice within 30 feet of you can hear. The target must make a wisdom save. It succeeds if it can't understand you or can't hear you. And it has no effect if it succeeds. On a fail, it's charmed for 8 hours, or until you or your allies attack it, damage it, or force it to make a saving throw. It interprets the whisper as a description of its most mortifying secret. You gain no knowledge of the secret, but the target is convinced you know it. The charmed creature obeys your commands for fear that you will reveal its secret. It won't risk its life for you or fight for you unless it was already inclined to do so. It grants you favors and gifts it would offer as a close friend. When the effect ends, the creature has no understanding of why it held you in such fear. Shadow Lore, it's cool. It's not great. I think it's cool, thematically wise, but I mean, if we're looking at Mantle of Whispers and Psychic Blades, this is my S tier. This is my S tier bard build. I think College of Whispers is my S tier. Now, is it better than Totem Warrior? Yes. Oh, I should turn off note. Oh no, I should turn on streamer mode for Discord. Oh, I don't even know how to turn on streamer mode for Discord. Uh-oh. Josh, be aware, whatever you type will be sent to the internet. How do I turn on streamer mode? I don't remember. Streamer mode. on. Perfect. I found it. Never mind. You're okay, Josh. Don't worry. Alright. Cool. That's it for Bard. I'm not touching spirits because that is a lot of reading and I am illiterate. Next up, let's take a look. What are we doing? Alright. Yeah, Josh, you are welcome to join too. I don't know if you heard me earlier. You and Jake are welcome to join me if you want. I didn't see you respond, so I figured I'd extend it again if you wanted to. Let's roll on the dice again. Dice roller. Oh god, you can see how illiterate I am here too. Alright. 1 through 9 now. 10 is a reroll. We will skip Bloodhunter and Artificer because, honestly, I don't know them well enough to talk about them. So, Shepherd or Druid is 1, Fighter is 2, Monk is 3, and so on and so forth. Alright. D10. What do we get? 10. That's a reroll. 5. Okay, so 5 is Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger. Alright. Now we're into the Ranger. Now I get to shit talk Ranger because Hunter's Mark is bad. Sorry, everyone else. I have a feud going on with Josh. Anyways, let's move into Ranger. Okay. Cool. Beastmaster. So I unironically, you had a couple of glasses of wine. That's okay, man. Honestly, it'll probably make you more bearable. How dare! I don't actually think Hunter's Mark is bad. I'm joking with him. Okay, it's alright. It's alright. Alright, Beastmaster, do I even need to read this? Is the question. Do I even need to read this? I think this is just an F. Right? I don't need to read that. Beastmaster is just an F. Right? It's Beastmaster, right? Yeah, Beastmaster, okay. Sorry, Beastmaster. I wish you were good. I so badly want Beastmaster to be a good class, subclass. Alright. Yeah, because Beastmaster... What is it? Didn't Beastmaster get updated in Tasha's? I think this is the old one. Because this is the one where you... I think Tasha's was what updated it, right? It wasn't. No, was it? Why can't... Oh my god. Beastmaster companions? Yeah, because Tasha changed this up. Check the Discord message. Alright, I'm checking the Discord message. Go. Okay. I'm streaming right now, and you make a dick joke. I am completely disgusted. How dare. Anyways, yeah, the old one is trash because the animal just dies. The new one is dope. I actually haven't read the new one. Is this? Am I right? Is this what we're talking about? We're talking about Tasha's Beastmaster companions. Is this the new one that we're talking about? I hope so, because if not, I'm confused. But either way, obviously the classic Beastmaster is F, right? I think everyone agrees with the classic Beastmaster being F. However, the new one, let's take a look. They just changed the beast, right? No, wait. This one. Only takes the action. Unless you take your bonus action to command it. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, so they just made it 20 times better with that one little word. And it's a primal spirit, effectively, so it can't die. So, yeah, I mean, this is better. This is much better. But what other things does it have? Beast Companion doesn't attack. You can use your bonus action to command the beast to take the dash. That's pointless. I don't think they changed anything else other than that, right? No. When you command your beast to take the attack action, the beast can make 2 attacks. Okay? And spells that's shared with the beast. Alright, I fucking... Why? It's similar to Drake Warden, but with a different stat block. Yeah, I think this is good. I think this, with the Beastmaster... Okay. Is there a clarification here? Drake Warden, Horizon Walk, so there is not a difference here. I think with the Tasha's changes, Beastmaster can not be an F tier. I think it's probably... What kind of damage and stuff does the beast do? It's a D8. They get charge effect. Beast of the land, Beast of the sea, Beast of the sky. This looks very familiar to Druids Unearthed Arcana. Just saying. Good. Yeah, it's all... And these are literally the same stat... I didn't realize that they used the same fucking stat blocks for Druid's Wild Shape in the Unearthed Arcana. That makes it so much worse. That makes the Unearthed Arcana that they released so much worse. Oh my god. That actually kind of makes me angry. Oh, jeez. In case you're wondering, these stat blocks were also used in the Druid Unearthed Arcana that everyone hated. And they just took it straight from this. That is some laziness. Anyways, whatever. They changed it back. Doesn't matter. Either way, much better than it was. I'll probably put this... I'll put Beastmaster at like a C. I think it's a C. Maybe a B. But I honestly think a lot of the other Hunter or Ranger subclasses can be pretty good too. I think I'm going to put Hunter at C. I'm going to put it at C. You might disagree with me. Or Beastmaster at C. God, I keep messing up these names. Ugh. I'll put Beastmaster at C. I'll put it above all the Cleric subclasses. Holy, twice... Oh my god, you guys just keep going. Horizon Walker is my favorite conceptually. I like the name of it. I honestly don't remember what it does. Double D tier. It doubles the double D tier. I like me some... Moving on. It's like 1D, but there's 2. Twice the D. Oh my goodness, what the heck? Oh, Jesus. Ed Natty, we're done. I'm done. Alright. Let's move on to Drake Warden. I think you said Drake Warden's like the same thing as the new Beastmaster, right? Just with a Drake Warden that can do different things. Yeah, you can get the Drake Companion. It's effectively just like your Bestial Companion with different stats. But I think you do get better benefits with the Drake Warden. Yeah, you and your Drake get resistance to the damage type of the Drake's essence. This is just so much better than Hunt or Beastmaster. Deals an extra d6 damage. Yeah, this is just light. This is so much better than even the improved Beastmaster. Drake's Breath, you get a fire breath effectively. Your bond, you gain additional benefit. Yeah, I mean, this is like an A tier. This is so good. Yeah, this is A tier. This is awesome. I love that. Alright, that is, what is it? Drake Warden, A tier. I'll put that above Creation. above Ancestral Guardian. Above... You know what? Tempest isn't that good. I'll put Tempest back down here above the Beast. Life is eh. I still think it's there. I think Drake Warden's almost an S. I think it's getting to an S. I'm not the Ranger guy, but you know, that sounds really cool to me. Alright. My favorite character concept is a Kobold Drake Warden. That's just 2 Kobolds. One is a Ranger and one is the Beast. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. This is the only companion class you'd want to play? I mean, it makes sense. It sounds really good. Alright. Let me move this over here real quick. Watch parties make reality TV so much better. Oy. You can augment your weapon strikes with mind-scarring magic drawn from the gloomy hollows of the Feywild. When you hit a creature with a weapon, you can deal an extra d4 of psychic damage to the target, which can take this damage only once per turn. So this is not you can deal it once per turn, it's that creature can only take it once per turn. So you could theoretically do this to multiple targets, although it might not necessarily be the most efficient, but you could theoretically do that based on how this is written. You gain additional spells. Charm Person, eh. Misty Step, mwah. Chef's Kiss, mwah. Dispel Magic, great. Dimension Door, mwah. Bigger French Kiss, or Chef's Kiss, not French Kiss. No, God, no. Oh, God, no. Oh, Chef's Kiss. I meant Chef's Kiss. Please forgive me. And Mislead. Okay, I get why, because it's a fave subclass. Still pretty, not the best. You also possess a preternatural, preternatural, I'm trying to get it to read. Hello? Come on! You're supposed to, like, read this for me. You were working when I didn't want you to earlier, and now you're working? Or not working? Ugh, whatever. Otherworldly Glamour. Your fake qualities give you a supernatural charm. Charisma check, you can add a bonus to that check equal to your wisdom modifier. That's pretty good. As a ranger, you're probably going to have a decent wisdom modifier. Not great, but decent. What is up, Ulas? You finally made it! You're back! Whoa! Granted, we're not streaming the game, but still, you're here. Hello! Beguiling Twist. The magic of the Feywild guards your mind. You have advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened. In addition, whenever a creature within 220 feet succeeds on a saving throw against being charmed or frightened, you can use your reaction to force a different creature to make a wisdom save against your spell saving DC. If they fail, that seems incredibly specific. Not entirely sure I like that. Not bad, but very, very oddly specific. And I don't like things that are oddly specific. The Royal Courts. The Royal Courts of the Feywild have blessed you. You know Summon Fey is a spell. It doesn't count against your ranger spells that you know, and you can cast it without material components. Okay. Doesn't require concentration. That's cool. That's really good, actually. Wait, but it takes a minute to cast? Oh. No, the spell, if you do so, the spell's duration becomes 1 minute rather than an hour. Okay, that makes more sense. It's 5:40 a.m.? Oh, yay. Good. Go back to bed, man. What are you doing? Oh, it's like 9:40 p.m. here, and I'm already ready to fall asleep. Man's up at 5:40 in the morning. Misty Wanderer. Wait, yeah, Misty Wanderer. You can slip in and out of the Feywild in the blink of an eye. You can cast Misty Step without expending a spell slot. Mwah. Misty Step. Perfect. You can do so a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. In addition, whenever you cast Misty Step, you can bring along... Oh, that's good. Ooh, that is good. But But Beguiling Twist is pretty garbage. And Otherworldly Glamour is just like worse bard stuff. So like, eh. You do get Misty Step, which is nice. I think this is a C. This is, no, this is a B. The reason this is a B is because you can summon Fae without concentration, which is good. And I think summon Fae... Actually, the Fae creature is not even that good. Ugh. Yeah, this is a C. Okay, you're right. It's a C. I'll give it a C. What is that? That's the Fae Wanderer. Yeah, that's a hard C. Above Trickery. No, probably not even above Trickery. Yeah, no. You got class at 9 a.m. Yeah, I guess. But you get 3 hours. What? 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9. You got 3 hours. What are you talking about? You got plenty of time. Alright. Horizon Walker. Horizon Walker magic. Starting at 3rd level, you learn an additional spell. Let's see. Protection from good and evil, Misty Step, Haste, Banishment, and Teleportation Circle. Misty Step. Mwah. Not a super fan of Haste, but it's a good spell regardless, and Banishment is fantastic. Detect Portal. At 3rd level, you gain the ability to magically sense a presence of a planar portal. You detect the distance and direction to the closest planar portal within a mile of you. That's thematically really cool. Incredibly specific, but thematically very cool. Planar Warrior. You learn to draw on energy of the multiverse to augment your... I hate multiverse. I hate that word. I hate the concept, but I get it. As a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet, and the next time you hit that creature on this turn with a weapon attack, all damage dealt by the attack becomes force damage, which is huge because force is, like, never resisted in 5e, and the creature takes an extra d8 force damage from the attack, increasing to 2d8. This seems like a worse version of, like, Guided Strikes for Clerics, but it is earlier level, so I'll give it that. So it's pretty decent still. Alright, let's change the music. We've gotten enough dances here. Let's go back to some... Let's go to some town music. I hit stop. Music, I hit the stop button. I hit it. You're gonna stop one of these. There it is. Perfect. And now it's loading. And now we're just gonna sit here in awkward silence until my software loads. Awkward silence. It's gonna load one of these days. There it is! Okay, moving on. Ethereal Step. At 7th level, you learn to step through the ethereal plane. As a bonus action, you can cast Etherealness with this feature without expending a spell slot. Once you use it, you have to use a short rest or long rest. Short or long rest, okay. I mean, that's cool. It's cool. Really cool. Not the best, but really cool. Distant Strike. At 11th level, you gain the ability to pass between the planes in the blink of an eye. When you take the attack action, you can teleport up to 10 feet before each attack to an unoccupied space you can see. When you take the attack action, you can teleport 10 feet. If you attack at least 2 different creatures, you can make one additional attack with it against a third creature. That's really freaking cool. That's like a what's Horizon Walker? That is the best feature in this entire subclass so far. Everything else, garbage. Throw it out the window. Give me this and make this better, or make more of this. I'll every day of the week I'll take this subclass. But the rest of these are wasted. Cool thematically wise. But you don't get any combat effectiveness until 11th level, which is a waste, man. Oh, hey, Zorgy, what's up? Awkward, you came at the perfect time. I was changing music and my audio crashed. So, I was sitting in awkward silence until it rebooted. Alright, and then 15th, Spectral Defense. Your ability to move between planes enables you to slip through the planar boundaries to lessen the harm done to you during battle. When you take damage, you use a reaction to give yourself resistance. That's pretty big. I want to really like this subclass guy. I really want to like it. It's thematically super cool. Honestly, if all of this was gone and it was just these two, I'd want to give this like an A. But these three things take away from it so hard. Like, this should be a 3rd level feature. Distance Strike should be a 3rd level feature. Maybe not as powerful. And, like, as you level up, it improves, right? As of right now, this is unusable until 11th level. And at 11th level, it then becomes usable. Barely. I'm going to give this, like, a... It sucks because it sounds so cool and I want to like it. Yeah, I'm putting this at a D. It has to be a D. It's unusable. You're never going to get to a high enough level to make it usable. Because you're not going to want to survive long enough to get there. Exactly, right? It's almost there, right? Like, it has the makings of something that could be so freaking cool. Like, I could homebrew this subclass like that. Just with this concept, boom, and make it an S+ tier subclass. But this right now is just unusable. Uh-oh. Why do I have 2 musics? That was weird. Maybe I'm just having a strong. Maybe not. Yeah, this is a D. It's got to be a D. I'm sorry. I want to love it, but it's a D. And it's going below Battle Rager. No, it's not. Battle Rager's shit. Battle Rager's taking an F. You're going in the F. But you are below Nature Cleric, and you should feel bad for it, because Nature Cleric is bad. Alright, moving on to Hunter. Alright, Hunter's pretty good. I think Hunter's the... What is it? The quintessential Ranger build. You get Colossus Slayer, Giant Killer, Horde Breaker. All great features. Well, you get one of those, rather, I should say. Which, realistically speaking, any of them could theoretically be good. Defensive tactics, meaning you get Escape the Horde, multi-attack defense, extra AC. And then you get Volley, which is pretty cool too. I honestly think Hunter's probably a B. Which is funny, because I thought most Ranger subclasses were subpar at best. But going through all of these one by one, I'm realizing that, no, only Horizon Walker is trash. As is Hunter's Mark. I think Hunter's gonna be a B. Yeah, you also get Whirlwind. I love Whirlwind Attack. I think this is just such a cool feature. This should be like an ability, like some sort of like fighting style feature you can get. Yeah, I'm gonna put Hunter at B. We're gonna put it above Forge. Yeah, we'll put it above Forge. And wait a second, I meant Life to be down here. Light should be up here. Yeah. Alright. And Monster Slayer next up. Mr. Irish is alive. That is me. Sorry, I didn't have my Twitch chat open there, friend. I'm using YouTube chat. I need to get better at looking at all chats rather than just one. My bad. I apologize. Alright, let's look at Monster Slayer. Protection from good and evil. Meh. Zone of truth. Meh. Magic circle. Meh. Banishment. Yay. Hold monster. Yay. But your saving throws or your spell save DC is going to be not good enough to make hold monster really worth it, because by the time you're using it, it's just not going to be... It's going to be easily resisted because you get that spell at 17th level. So this is honestly a throwaway stat block or a spell list. Aside from banishment, banishment's nice always. Even still, it's going to be very easily saved. Hunter Sense. You gain the ability to peer at a creature and magically discern how best to hurt it. I know how to best hurt Josh. Hunter's Mark is bad. Look at me, I'm a Monster Slayer right now. As an action, choose one creature you can see within 60 feet, and you immediately learn whether the creature has any damage, immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities. I love that. That's a super cool feature. I think that really fits the whole hunter mentality aspect of it, like hunting after prey. Slayer's Prey. You can focus your ire on one foe, increasing the harm you inflict on it. As a bonus action, you can designate one creature you can see within 60 feet as the target for this feature, and the first time each turn you deal damage to that target with a weapon attack, it takes an extra d6 of damage from the weapon. Fantastic. Extra damage is always what we want to do as a ranger, right? A plus. Supernatural Defense. You gain resilience against your prey's assaults on your mind and body. Whenever the target of your Slayer's Prey forces you to make a saving throw, and whenever you make an ability check to escape a target's grapple, add a d6 to your roll. That's really good, specifically if you're fighting one very powerful monster. That's really good. Magic User's Nemesis. At 11th level, you gain the ability to thwart someone else's magic. When you see a creature casting a spell or teleporting within 60 feet, you can use your reaction to try to magically foil it. The creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC, or its spell fails. That's really good, too. Slayer's Counter. At 15th level, you gain the ability to counteract when the prey tries to sabotage you. If the target of your Slayer's Prey forces you to make a saving throw, you can use your reaction to make a weapon attack against the quarry. You make this attack immediately before making the saving throw. If your attack hits, you automatically succeed, in addition to the attack's normal effects. That's really good. So that works really well with your... Actually, no. If the target of your Slayer's Prey forces you to make a save, you can use your reaction to make it. That's just great. You just get an extra attack. That's really good. That's so good. This is... Monster Slayer is literally the one target needs to die, you're dying. I like that a lot. I think Monster Slayer is an A. Damage-wise, it doesn't do as much. I skipped Gloomstalker. I'll put this as a high B for now. A high B for Monster Slayer. I might move it up to A. But we'll move it to high B for now. And now we go back to Gloomstalker, because I skipped it. Oops. I forgot. Disguise Self. Good. Rope Trick. Great spell, but eh. Fear. Eh. Greater Invisibility. Freaking fantastic spell. A perfect time to get it, too. And Seeming. Dread Ambusher. You gave yourself bonus to your initiative rolls equal to your wisdom modifier. And at the start of your turn, your first turn of each combat, your speed increases by 10, which lasts until the end of that turn. If you take the attack action that turn, you can make one additional weapon attack as part of the action. If the attack hits, the target takes an extra d8 damage. So that's once per combat. That's cool, but not crazy. I like it, but eh. Umbral Sight. You gain dark vision. You're also adept at evading creatures that rely on dark vision. While in darkness, you're invisible. Oh. That's really strong. Wow, that's stronger than I thought it was. Iron Mind. By 7th level, you honed your ability to resist mind-altering powers of your prey. You gain proficiency in wisdom saving throws. If you already have this proficiency, you instead gain proficiency in intelligence or charisma saving throws. That's really powerful in general. Stalker's Flurry. You learn to attack with such unexpected speed that you can turn a miss into another strike. On each of your turns when you miss with a weapon attack, you can make another weapon attack as part of the same action. So that's just giving you effectively an extra chance to hit with an attack. So you have 2 attacks. You generally would roll 2 d20s, but here you'd roll 3 d20s. That's pretty nice, I guess. Shadowy Dodge. Starting at 15th level, you can dodge in unforeseen ways with wisps of supernatural shadow around you. Whenever a creature makes an attack roll against you and doesn't have advantage, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage. That's nice. I actually like Monster Slayer better, though. I do like this. I do like this a lot. But I do like Monster Slayer better. Gloomstalker does get greater invisibility, however, which is really good. Alright, Gloomstalker's going right next to Monster Slayer, just behind it, I think. Alright, now Swarm Keeper. Now we move on to the Swarm Keeper. On each of your turns... Wait. Holy snot, there's a lot here. Oh, I shouldn't have my... Oh my god, come on. Oh my god, please. I forgot to turn off my phone link, and I thought it wasn't even... Actually, it wasn't even on! Really? Why? Why? Let's unconnect this. How do I unconnect you? Phone link, go away. I'm just gonna turn notifications off for now. Clear all snooze notifications. Do not disturb. That's weird. Sorry about that. Hold on. Let me take a look at this. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a quick break real quick. I gotta go to the bathroom and stuff. And I'll be right back. So when we come back, I will pick back up. And if Josh and Jake or other people or Nooch or anyone else wants to join me here, they're welcome to. But I'm gonna take a quick break. I really gotta pee, and I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. See ya. Ah. Oh, God. Oh, no. Where did I put it? Yikes. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. Headphones. Oh, God. My mic's not muted. Perfect. Yeah, I got food. And my camera's not on because I had to get food and I'm very hungry. I haven't eaten dinner yet. It's 10 o'clock at night. Jake's gonna make fun of me for that. It's past his bedtime and this guy over here hasn't even eaten dinner. Alright, Grandpa, time to take your medicine. Okay. I remember D&D 4th edition. It used to be swell. Back in my day, we didn't have any spell slots or any class features. We had powers. Yeah, Grandpa, here, take your medicine. Go to bed. What's for dinner? Boigies. Wait, why is chat working on this screen and not my other one? Huh. Okay, let's actually do this. Hello. Can you see? There we go. I don't know why my chat's not working in this one. Is chat working in this one? Hello? There we go. Wait, I got chat to work. Perfect. No, I didn't know I had my break screen still up. It's okay. Boigies! Bergy dinner. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna stuff my face. Because I'm a very professional streamer. I did this on Jake and Josh's live stream one time. I'm like, I'm very professional. Alright, where did I leave off? Let's have AI read Swarmkeeper while I eat my dinner. If it works. Oh no, I got bread inside my naga. That's not good. Hello? I think my computer. There it is. Am I really doing every class and subclass right now? That's so much. I'm already a quarter of the way done. Why not keep going? Why not keep going? I got a lot to say. No one wants... It's 6 a.m. and I'm feeling hungry. Oh, I'm going to town. Don't you worry, man. I'm going to town on this Bergie. Is it? There we go.
Piercing damage from the swarm. The attack's target must succeed on a strength saving throw against your spell save DC, or be moved by the swarm up to 15 feet horizontally in a direction of your choice.
Okay.
Or moved by the swarm 5 feet horizontally in a direction of your choice.
Okay. So, that's pretty cool. Extra damage. I mean, you can choose any of these on your turn. 15 feet is a long distance. Yeah, that's actually really nice. I kind of like that a lot. Alright, let's try this. You learn Mage Hand. It takes this form of your bugs. I like that. That's kind of cool. Alright. Fairy Fire, Mage Hand, Web, Gaseous Form, Arcane Eye, Insect Plague. All of those are meh. Alright, let's do this one now. Come on, AI. What's your name? John? Jeff? Jerry? Please read it so I can take a bite of my Bergie. Oh. See, I don't have a handicap like Josh or Jake. Instead, I have my AI friend Jeff here to read for me while I eat. I don't need a handicap. I don't need friends. All I need is Jeff. I really hope his name's Jeff. It's Davis. I was close. Jeff Davis. It's the same name, really. Right? I'd say so. What? Hello? I think I broke Davis. I think Davis is done, guys. My web. Oh, there we go. There. Okay. Davis, why? Oh man. Did you actually put Lore Bard at C? Did I? No, Lore is in B. Oh wait, no, I did put Lore in C initially, and then I was convinced to move it to B. Yeah. I did do that. Yep, that's true. 100%. I did. Oh my god. Ooh. There we go. Thanks, Davis.
To a focused mass that lifts you up. As a bonus action, you gain a flying speed of 10 feet and can hover. This effect lasts for 1 minute or until you are incapacitated. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Mighty Swarm. 11th level Swarm Keeper feature. Your gathered swarm grows mightier in the following ways. The damage of gathered swarm increases to 1d8. If a creature fails its saving...
Look at this, guys. Alright? We're gonna do this right now. Alright? You wanna talk smack? Actually, let's finish Swarm Keeper. We're almost done with the Rangers. And then I'll go back to this. We'll go back to the lore thing. Don't worry about it. Swarm Keeper magic. You gain a flying hover speed of 10. Gathering Swarm deals extra damage. Creature fails a saving throw against being moved. You can knock it prone. And it gives you half cup. That's really good. You can just discorporate into your swarm, avoiding damage. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to give yourself resistance. That's pretty good, but isn't that like the third hunter or ranger class that does that? I kind of like this. I'm gonna give it a B, high B. It's definitely a high B. Probably below lore. Alright, but now that we've done the rangers, let's go back to the bard and see what I missed and why everyone thinks lore bard is A. Okay? Let's ask Davis what he thinks. Okay, Davis, can you, Davis? Davis, I need... Honestly, Davis, you're making Josh look good right now, man. And now I'm realizing why he never responded to Twitch chat. Yes, I told you! I thought I said I was in YouTube. Alright, anyways. Let's see what Davis has to say about the lore bard.
Also at 3rd level, you learn how to use your wit to distract, confuse, and otherwise sap the confidence and competence of others. When a creature that you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a damage roll, you can use your reaction to expend one of your uses of bardic inspiration. rolling a bardic inspiration die and subtracting the number rolled from the creature's roll. You can choose to use this feature after the creature makes its roll, but before the DM determines whether the attack roll or ability check succeeds or fails, or before the creature deals its damage. The creature is immune if it can't hear you or if it's immune to being charmed.
So, you have to do this before the determination of the spell hitting or the attack hitting happens. So there's that. It's good. Not saying it's bad. But, think about it. But you're live on Twitch. I know, I'm multicasting because I can do that now. You can barely hear Davis, by the way. Oh, that's because I have my music turned way down. Hold on. How do I do this? Man, damn it, Jake, you're ruining everything, dude. I swear. How do I turn off? How stop does siren please escaping stop? Right. Davis is counted as music, apparently. Hold on. Hold on a second. I'll figure it out. I promise. How do I do this? Oh, man. I literally did this the other day. Why can't I figure this out? Alright, Davis. Ready? Let's see if you work on this one now, Davis.
At 6th level, you learn 2
Is that better?
choice from each class.
Limit reached? I have to pay money? Oh, Davis, you're fired. You're gone, Davis. Fuck it. Come on, Davis. Why you gotta do me dirty like that, man? Come on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Davis wanted a raise, and I said no. Get out of my house. Davis is fired. Davis no longer works at this Grits Incorporated. Jesus. There we go. That should fix the audio problem. Whatever. I guess. Look at me, the regular Jeff Bezos. Alright. Let's talk about this lore bard thing everyone seems to have unionized. Let's talk about this lore bard everyone seems to hate. Or everyone seems to love, rather. Cutting words. We all agree cutting words is good. No argument there. Okay? Great. Additional magical secrets. Great. You get 2 spells from a spell list. Alright? That's really good. That's great, in fact. However, the reason I placed it as a C initially, or a B, ending as a B, is because the entire feature of this subclass is additional magical secrets. And you can choose 2 3rd level or lower spells, which effectively means counterspell and another spell that you want. You are heavily incentivized to pick certain spells with this feature, right? It's really cool. I like the idea behind it. But when you're forced to go down a path, or you're heavily incentivized to go down a path that is the most optimal way to play, you're willfully, or if you choose not to go down that path and choose counterspell and choose other spells for fun, you're choosing to not play optimally, which isn't fun. Not that it's not fun to play a game that's just, I'm having and enjoying my time, playing this lore, playing this character as you would play. But you're going down a path where your fun is inefficient, and knowing that your fun is inefficient isn't fun. Does that make sense? Does that logic make sense? I don't think lore is as sexy as the other options, but it's still really, really good. I agree. And in fact, College of Whispers, I gave an S tier. I loved Eloquence, and I thought Creation was also great. Lore is good, but like, you effectively have to pick certain spells to be the best subclass, right? So I think it's, the reason I put it to B is because it requires you to pick certain spells to be the best. If it was just like, you gain these spells, that's a whole nother topic. But it's giving you the illusion of choice when you really don't have choice to be efficient. At least that's my thoughts. Anyways, yes. Lore is a B. You can fight me all you want on it. I'll make a video about it. You'll make a video about it. Whatever. Some people would use it to get Spirit Shroud. No, they wouldn't. That's a stupid spell to pick up on a bard, Joshua. Honestly. You even think? My goodness. Do you have a brain inside your head, Joshua? Why would you be up front in melee with the Spirit Shroud as a lore bard? Think! Yeah. Anyways, I honestly do think, like, Eloquence is fantastic, and I do think that Whispers is just so frickin' cool. Lore's good, but you can tell it's an original subclass, too. It's like, alright, you get 5 paragraphs. College of Whispers, you get, like, 15. Enjoy. I don't know. It's a good subclass. I just don't think it's S. There's no way. I will never give it an S. Maybe an A, but I think B is pushing it. I just heard that's a... No, I didn't say that's a stupid spell. Didn't say that. Nope. What's in Lee's drink? I have the classic Epsi. It's my own new soda drink called Epsi. You know? Yeah, there's history there. Aggression. I am very aggressive. They're talking shit. They're putting me on blast in their next video. I'm ready to clap back. They just need to get the cojones to post it. Anyways, let's do the next class. Let's change it up a bit. Let's get some better music in here. Let's put on. You know what? I'm feeling a little energetic here. I'm feeling some energetic. Let's where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I've definitely got. Where'd you go? One of these days my music will work. Hello? Hello? Guys, I think my music broke again. I might just open up Windows Media Player. Why is my music not working? Oh, stop, please. Alright, if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna go to YouTube Repeat or some shit. Okay, here we go. Tavern music. It's loading. We're sitting in awkward silence again. I see chat happening, but I'm silencing. How about tub thumping? I just saw tub thumping. Wow, that brought back high school memories. Good lord. Alright, have a good night, Doric. Or a good morning. Have a good morning. Enjoy your class. Good night, Jake. Have a good one. I guess my music just doesn't work anymore. My music has now officially died. And if that's the case, we then now have to go to my files and open up some music. Video. Where are you? Audio and music. We'll put this on. Some awkward background music. And even that's not loading. Dude, I have a very good computer, and my computer is imploding right now. I spent too much money on this computer for it to just not work. Ow, that's very loud. What is this one? That's the wrong music. Was it this one? No, was it this one? This is the one. Alright. I'm gonna go find a stream with some music. What a jerk. Alright, what did I miss while I was trying to fix the music? Do you know Wonderwall? Yeah, alright. Jake went to bed. Tub thumping. Doric left. Jake went to bed. Josh, it's bedtime. Okay, have a good night, man. Just turn it off, man. Just go to bed. I appreciate it, but go to bed. All right. Now we get to go through the rest of these. I'm probably going to go through one more class, maybe. What have I done? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've done 4 classes, so let's go through one more. Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, or Wizard. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you just said goodbye to Jake. Okay, sorry. I thought you were going goodbye. My bad. My fault. I misunderstood. The music threw me for a loop, dude. The music threw me for an entire loop. Alright, let's do it. Dice roller. What do we got? We will roll a d8 and see what we get. A 4. Alright. That is... Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin. Alright, we're doing Paladins. Okay, I can get behind that. Let's go through this Paladin subclasses. Oh, isn't that the best when you get that message your class is not happening or your class is canceled? That is the best message to get, man. Oh my god. Alright, let's do Paladin now. We got Conquest. Armor of Agathis, Command. Armor of Agathis, one of my favorite spells. Mwah. Hold Person, Spiritual Weapon, one of the best bonus action spells. Bestow Curse, Fear, okay. Dominate Beast, Stone Skin, okay. Cloud Kill, Dominate Person, The first 2 levels, or the first 2 sets you get are good. Alright, Channel Divinity. You get Conquering Presence, where you can force creatures to make a Wisdom saving throw. Is that music too loud? It seems loud. I'm gonna lower it. There we go. On a failed save, they become frightened, so you can frighten creatures in an area around you. Or you can get a +10 bonus to attack roll. That's good. Or a Conquest. 10 feet around you. If a creature is frightened of you, the speed is 0. And it takes psychic damage equal to half your paladin level if it starts its turn there. That's not that good. Because they have to be frightened of you. So you would have to use your action to frighten creatures. So you're giving up an entire turn to potentially frighten creatures. To then do this, which only makes them take half your paladin level of damage. Which is really really underwhelming. It's not bad. It builds on top of itself, but I wouldn't call it good. Scornful Rebuke. At 15th level, those who dare to strike you are physically punished for their audacity. You've hit me? How? The audacity! Whenever a creature hits you with an attack, that creature takes psychic damage equal to your charisma modifier, if you're not incapacitated. Okay, so that's what, 3 to 5 damage when you do that? That's pretty good, but still, it's at 15th level. Although I guess that doesn't cap at 1 attack per round. I guess that's all attacks. So that is actually pretty good. And then at level 20, you get resistance to all damage. When you take the attack action, you can make an additional attack. Okay. And melee weapon attacks. Score a critical hit on a 19 or 20. I mean, as a level 20 feature, that doesn't sound... I mean, it's good, but, like, no one's ever going to get there. So I take the level 20 or the max, like, capstone features with a grain of salt, because it's so rare that people actually get to use them. It reminded you of goading it? Yeah, it kind of does. I'll give you that. I'm probably going to give this... Yeah, exactly. It is better. I'm probably going to give this... What is this? This was Glory? No, no. Conquest. Okay. I'm probably going to give Conquest a C. Yeah, I think I'm putting Conquest as a C. I will put it... War is decent. I'll put it above the Death Cleric, I think. I think so. I think that's where I'm going to put that. Man. There's a lot of mediocre subclasses here. Alright, next we get Devotion. For 1 minute, you can add your Charisma modifier to attack rolls. The weapon... Okay, so rather than Strength, you can add Charisma. Or add Charisma and Strength. But that's Channel Divinity charge. The weapon also emits a bright light. It becomes magical. Turn the Unholy. As an action, you present your holy symbol. Fiend and undead that can see or hear you are turned. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I didn't catch the whole stream. I usually don't go into them if I don't play... I guess I didn't catch the whole stream and I usually don't get into them if I don't play one. Oh, yeah. You're not a DM yet? How long have you been playing D&D or tabletop games at all? Anything, I guess, like that. Or watching them. Not even necessarily playing them, but watching them or talking about them. Because, like, there's a long period of time where I just watched a lot of D&D before I actually played it or started to DM. So... Oh, subclasses, yeah. I'm never a player. I'm always the DM. So I get that. My players just tell me they want to play the subclass. I said, okay, cool. Which, in hindsight, I should really look at the subclasses they want to play before I say, okay, cool. Learn from my mistakes. Always double check. You and your friendly creatures can't be charmed? That's garbage. I mean, it's not garbage, but it's not the best. You're always under the effect of protection from good and evil. That's good. Holy Nimbus, you can shed sunlight for a minute. Whenever an enemy starts their turn in the light, it takes 10 radiant damage. That's a lot. I mean, okay, Oath of Glory isn't great, but it's not terrible. This is definitely a C. I might even make this a D. Yeah, because it's all focused on undead, right? Undead. Protection from good and evil. Effectively undead. Holy Nimbus. Fiends and undead. Yeah, and Charmed is a nice effect to prevent, but like, yeah, this is probably... I'm gonna put this as a D. Sorry, Glory. Sorry. You're not very glory. No glory for the Glory Paladin. I still think it's more worth than a Nature Cleric. So I'll put it there. 3 to 4 years? Yeah, so that's a good amount of time. One of my friends told me about it and we got into it. It was his first experience as a DM and my first introduction. I was playing a Drow Paladin. Ah, yeah! That's funny. A Drow Paladin, that's good. I wonder. But did you have a... That was your first foray into D&D, so I guess I wouldn't ask you too many questions about it. But yeah, I get that, man. How many games have you played? Have you played in multiple campaigns? 1 campaign, 2 campaigns? You haven't DM'd yet? Like, are you mostly a player currently? Are you looking for games? What's your favorite class? Give me some info, man. I need it. Also, forgive me while I keep stuffing my face. Man, I wish I had Davis here to read me this while I was eating. It would make this a lot better and a lot more of an engaging stream, I suppose. Three campaigns at once? Holy snot. That's a lot of D&D. I started to play too many one-shots and some really great stories. Yeah, man. 3 campaigns at once is a lot. Too bad Davis is too expensive. Man, it was like his first day on the job and the guy asked me for a raise. Day 1, he comes in, he's like, hey boss, I found out Jeff from accounting's making more than me. Can I have a raise? No, Davis, get out of here. You're fired. The budgets. Our budgets are not where they need to be. Alright, Oath of Redemption. Emissary of Peace. You channel divinity to augment your presence with divine power, and the bonus action you get yourself a +5 bonus to charisma. Okay, they're persuasion checks. That's nice. Kind of boring, but nice. Rebuke the Violent. Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet of you deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you, use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw. And on a failed save, they take radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt. I like that a lot. I love that kind of stuff. That's really cool when you can deal damage back to a player, or a creature rather. Aura of the Guardian. Man, music again, let's start it up. Starting at 7th level, you can shield others from harm. When a creature within 10 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to magically take that damage instead of the creature. This feature doesn't transfer any other effects that might accompany the damage, and this damage can't be reduced in any way. I like it. It's effectively you're taking the damage for someone. But there's no real benefit to it aside from the fact if they are gonna down someone, you can take it. It's good. Protective speed. I can tell I've been talking too much, or I've been talking a lot because my throat's starting to get scratchy, and I keep having to clear my throat, so I apologize if I keep clearing my throat. At 15th level, you regain hit points equal to 1d6 plus half your paladin level at the end of your turn in combat, with fewer than half your hit points remaining if you aren't incapacitated. So you just heal a d6 plus 7 at the end of every one of your turns. That's really cool. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Emissary of Redemption. You have resistance to all damage dealt by other creatures. When a creature hits you with an attack, it takes radiant damage equal to half the damage you take from the attack. Honestly, Oath of Redemption sounds pretty cool. I'm going to put that as a B. Above Wild Magic, Storm Herald, above it, Swords. No, right there. Alright. Some of the other players started to not show up, so the DM and me for one game, and the other one is me and the same DM and one of our friends. Yeah, that tends to happen with D&D sometimes. Played a Sorcerer once, and it's still your character, and the one you play right now. Yeah, Sorcerer is a really fun class to play, because you get to mess around with how the game functions with your Sorceress spell, or sorcery points. You made a Genasi that uses all elements, and a monk way of the 4 elements, and multiclassing into... Yeah, that sounds... Man, I really like sorcerers, but, like... I guess there's no but. I so infrequently get to play the game that I want to play classes that I haven't gotten to enjoy yet. Or subclasses that I haven't gotten to enjoy yet. And, like, the element stuff like that with the monk is one of the ones that I want to try out. But I've seen it made better by other people. Or improved upon in other ways. One of my favorite, live stream games. I don't know if you're into watching live stream games. Actually, I mean, you watch mine. I don't know if you actually watch it or not. But anyways, the live stream game, there's obviously Critical Role is great. But the one that I really like is called High Rollers. It's a British one. And the guys over there, they had an elemental monk that I really liked how they made the class work. So if you're interested in elemental monk stuff, that was a really fun live stream game to watch. If you wanted to watch a game like that. I don't know. I know there's so many games. There's so much to watch. So much content to watch all over the place. But yeah, that was one of my favorites. Yeah, it's honestly, watching live stream games is one of those things where some people can do it, other people can't do it. So, like, I wanted to do it because I wanted to play a game, and I figure if I have a YouTube channel, I might as well do it anyways. And I like the idea of it, right? It's just fun. So I figured it was a good option for us. But I get more out of DMing than I do out of streaming, because I learn a lot about the game in general and how I can make the game better. At least at my table, how I can improve the game and make it more engaging and fun for players through DMing. And the live stream is really just a bonus for me. Nowhere near as popular as, you know, other videos or whatnot, but still, it's really fun to do and nice to get to do with some of my friends. All right. Move on to Oath of the Ancients. This is like a druid paladin, right? I think that's what it is. Nature's Wrath. You use your channel divinity to invoke primeval forces to ensnare a foe. As an action, you can cause spectral vines to spring up and reach to a creature within 10 feet. They make a save or become restrained as good. Restrained is very good. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Okay, so it gets a free save at the end of it. That's not the best, if we're being honest. Turn the Faithless. Okay, Fey Fiends. As a bonus action, Fey Fiend within 30 feet can hear you, must make a wisdom save or be turned. Okay, so you can turn Fey or Fiends rather than Fiends and Undead. Alright, you get Ensnaring Strike, Speak with Animal, Misty Step. Mwah! Misty Step. Chef's Kiss. Moonbeam, Plant Growth. Mwah! Plant Growth. Protection from Energy, Ice Storm, Stone Skin, Community with Nature, Tree Stride. All great. All great. Aura of Warding, beginning at 7th level, ancient magic lies so heavily upon you that it forms an Eldritch Warden. You and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you have resistance to damage from spells. That's really good! Just resistance to damage from any spell. Wow! Ooh, that's good. I can get a chance to play in a live game. Yeah, I mean, it's really rough playing in a live game because you want to interact with chat, but at the same time, you want to focus on the game. So it's like this odd thing where, like, what do you focus on? And I tend to focus more on my players because that's why I'm there. That's why everyone's there, is to have fun. And it can turn people off because it's not as engaging because you're not obviously talking to people. But, you know what? I find it fun, and that's what it is. You Roll20? I use Roll20 a lot when we're playing live games as well. Or online games, rather. Undying Sentinel. When you're reduced to 0 hit points and not killed, you can choose to drop to 1 hit point instead. That's great. And you suffer no drawbacks of old age. And you can't be aged magically. So you can't be an old man and just trip and fall and break your hip. At 20th level, you can take on the ancient force of nature. You regain 10 hit points at the start of your turn. Whenever you cast a paladin spell that has a casting time of 1 action, you can use a bonus action instead. That's really good. I'm not even going to bother looking at the spells. Enemy creatures within 10 feet of you have disadvantage on saving throws against your paladin spells and channel divinity options. That's really good. This resistance to spells damage is just so damn good. I mean, this alone has to make it an A. Resistance to all damage from spells? Yeah, there's no way that isn't an A. I will put it at the middle of A. I'll put it above a light cleric. I'll put it above creation. And right there is where I want to put that. And I think that's where I'm going to end it for now, though. I think I've gone for 3 hours doing this. I think next time I go live, I'll pick it up back right there. I know it's still morning for you, Dorek, but it's like 11 o'clock here, so I'm going to call it. But I'm going to... Can I save this? Save or download? I have to log into my tier list pro... I have to make a pro... I'll do this in a minute. Anyways. Yeah, I'm going to call it there. And I'll pick this up next time I stream. I'm going to try my damnedest to stream once a week, aside from my live game. I'm going to try like hell. Because I really like just doing this kind of random stuff. Because it's fun. Just talking at a camera. And, you know, chatting with you guys. Talking about your games. Just shooting the shit. It's enjoyable. So, I'm going to try my damnedest to stream at least once a week. If not every other week. Alongside my live stream game. And if we're not doing my live stream game, I'll then probably do one of these streams anyways. So I'm going to try to make that a thing. But yeah. Anyways, I got some new videos coming out. this week. A video I worked literally 15 fucking hours straight on editing. 15 hours of editing I made. It, and I finished it. It's so good, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. And I guarantee it's gonna get like 2 views, but man, I like the video. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And what day is today? Today's Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. So yeah, I'll pick it back up on Friday then, because Friday we're doing the live stream game, and we're getting to the end of the campaign. So if you're interested in the end of campaign, high level epic campaigns, they're level 17 now. They're getting to the point where they're about to fight the big bad. So that could be fun. Anyways, thanks for hanging out, Dorek. Thanks for hanging out, average viewer. Thanks everyone else for just chilling out with me and just having fun and good time. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time. Good night or good morning, wherever you are. See ya.